The Big 120.
Warning, the following content is explicit. So if you are under the age of 17, listen with caution. Other than that, if you just don't give a fuck, continue to listen.
Welcome to the Big 120Way podcast starring Kam 120 and Orsini 65.
Hi, and welcome to the Big 120Way podcast. I'm Orsini 65, and that's Kam 120. Thank you for listening.
How you
Kam,
doing?
how are you?
I'm pretty good. Can't complain. How about you?
I'm good. Chilling. Like a villain.
Chilling like a villain. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a hot day here in March in Chicago. Pretty good, reaching almost the 70-degree mark. Pretty happy about that.
It was raining today.
Raining for
Which is
you.
weird for South Florida. It kills me. I can never understand how it rains in Miami.
Well, you do have a tropical climate, so I expect that.
Word.
That happens here. Chicago, we have a fucked up climate. We have everything. Almost everything.
I just agree. Chicago's fucked up.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. When it comes to weather, we're fucked up.
No, I think all around you're fucked
All
up.
around. Well, you're
After
fucked
Jordan.
up.
After Jordan, you guys.
Easy now. Here you go talking about that. You got a choker on your team in LeBron, and the only title that Miami has won was in 2006 with Dwayne Wade and Shaq.
And Alonzo Mourning.
And Alonzo.
Yo, why didn't you give my dog any props?
Because he was talking shit about the Bulls in the 90s. That's why.
That's my dog, though.
We will
You don't
beat
know.
the
That's
Bulls.
nicest
Jordan
nigga, too.
ain't shit. Got his ass.
Jordan still like shit.
Jordan.
Yo, Jordan's an asshole. He doesn't tip.
Oh, wow. He doesn't tip. Oh, man. All right. Well, this is the third episode
Yes.
of the Big 120-Way podcast.
We've made it.
I'm excited to see at least 100 views on an hour and 40-something minutes of us talking. It's pretty cool.
Yep. I mean, I think I bitched at enough people to listen.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I just got to say, you people actually stomached myself, Orsini, and a guest.
For an hour, like, it was a total of, like, 90 minutes of us, and I'm just like, what the people actually like us? What is this? Of course they like me. I mean, have you met me? Orsini. Everyone loves me.
I guess I got a few haters nowadays.
Yes, your number one hater, named Chameleon.
Nah, I wouldn't even say him. That's the thing about it. Myself and Chameleon, we've had our thing in the past. And it was basically over a stupid reason. He was trying to fight me over Shiloh, over a girl. And it was a stupid reason. The last time we actually had a confrontation was at the mall. Now, I recorded that video, but I didn't post it because I guess I am a nice guy. But that video basically consisted of me being in a group with him, talking shit about him, me being in a group with his family, talking shit about him, and then it ended up being just me and him. But that's besides the point. That is the past. That is water under the bridge right now. But his boy,
Here we go.
that young kid, that 16-year-old kid named Fayers,
Yes.
he really thinks he's getting to me, and honestly, no, it's not. Because if it was really getting to me, I'd probably have a tense voice, and I probably won't be so happy and cheery. I'm just happy to say that I got him 3 times in one day. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy though. All right, this video's on
first.
What?
But first, I think needs to be said. I found this hilarious, and I told you this already for everyone here. Now, the first thing I did is I went to the hub and I just started, obviously, plastering our link, And this is true. I'm in the hub with a friend, and then he's asking me about the podcast. So I posted up the link, and then I put, it's basically me and Kam 120. And literally, just chilling at the mall, these 2 TLM guys come in and just say, fuck Kam 120. And they just start hating. I'm like, damn, really? It's like that?
Yes, it is. Their boss buried the hatchet. We talked about it. He buried the hatchet, but his fam just can't.
Yeah, just some haters, man. But dude, it was a funny, because all I did was put, it's me and my boy Kam 120. and I'm not 2 seconds pass by. These two come out of nowhere and start talking shit. I'm like, it's like that though? Damn. I'm trying to make a living out of podcasting. It's like that.
Well, man, hey, you can't teach stupid.
No, you just can't fix it.
You can't teach it, you can't fix it, you can't. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting different results.
Yep, I know.
As in, some people trying to shit talk me and they think I'm gonna get mad, but same time over and over and over again, I'm laughing. I'm making it into a comedic art form right now. Putting it on YouTube. Yes, that's right. We have the big 120 clips for random stupid shit on home now. You will be on camera if you're doing something stupid, whether it's to myself or Orsini or anybody else.
And we will comment on it like we're goddamn John Madden.
Oh yeah, just wait for that one. But yeah, as I was saying with Fairs, I got him 3 times in one day. The only thing he could basically say is, and I'm quoting, "I'm a nerd." You're a nerd, Cam. I'm a nerd. He says, "I'm gay, and I wanted to see his dick." When I said, "What are you willing to do?" Now let me retract that. I was under Shiloh's account. So now Fairs is over here. Like, Shiloh, let me see some pictures. From what I'm hearing, you're pretty hot. So I'm basically typing up, see how bad I can embarrass this guy. I typed up, "What do I get in return?" He automatically says, "I'm not exposing myself, LOL. He automatically says, "I'm not sending you a picture of my dick." Not me. He did. But if you ask him about it, he'll clearly say the following things, and I bet you he would. "Oh, Cam is gay. Cam has no life. Cam wants to see my penis. Cam is weak." Alright, according to the YouTube videos, you poofed me out of the group chat. You poofed me out of the other group chat. You've left Shiloh's house. The only thing you could say was the things I just said earlier: gay, nerd, weak. You're on home, my friend. You're
the farthest thing from a nerd.
Yeah, I am the farthest thing.
Like, I'm the nerd.
Yeah, you exactly. You know all of the shit. You know basically when we get into the technical things about games, you're on it.
Of course.
Me, I love it. I'm more of the home guy, I guess. More of to the people.
You're just a soulful black guy.
Just a soulful black guy. Wow.
Yeah,
no, I'm for the people.
You're for the people. You're the people's champ.
I am the people's champ. No, I'm not going to go KTG in here.
God.
Oh man.
Oh, KTG, man. You were there. Oh my God, just to see BC. Okay, Cam was asking me who we should have as guests. As a joke, I texted him going, "Yo, dream podcast. You, me, KTG, Face, and BC jamming." And he said that would never happen. I pop into The Godfather just to see all three there. And I'm just like, dude, the heavens are opening up.
It almost happened.
It almost happened, goddammit.
We had it. We had the three guys that would talk shit about each other to the end on home.
And trust me, people, we want to post a 5-hour podcast, which is basically just them three going at it, and you hear us in the background. We want that for you.
We want it. For the people.
For the people.
Of YouTube, of Skype, of home, of whatever. Even if you're on the Xbox, you love listening to people on internet getting butthurt over something. This is the shit.
Word.
We wanted this for you, but it was sadly taken away by 2 guys freezing people.
Yes, well, they tried to freeze me. I have a really good internet, and you really have to try like multiple times to freeze me. I think I pissed them off, though.
Yeah, they double freezed you.
Yes, they both. It was only one of them. And then they just saw me as the last man standing. And Face came back in, and I said, "What's up?" to Face. And then they both went to try to freeze me. And I'm just like, damn, it's like that?
I guess so. Hey, you'll never know. Like I say, you got haters. I don't know if your haters are as visible as mine, but let me get to
No, I have silent haters. I have silent haters. PMers, really.
You have PMers. Well, speaking of messages.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, yeah. It just doesn't. The fun never stops, ladies and gentlemen. I read a message from, I guess he's a TRM member. Like I said, me and Chameleon, we squashed our shit. Chameleon clearly said, "Let it go. We're done with it." But they just won't stop. His name is NJT underscore 1993. Given this 2012, so he's probably 17 or 18.
Well, at least he's not a little kid. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's a teen to young adult. Right. He basically starts off saying, "Fuck you, nigga. TRM for L." Yeah, it totally cut off at L. Not like. Fuck you, nigga. TRM for L. All right. I guess you guys are wondering what I'm saying. What I said back, oh, don't worry. I don't sugarcoat shit. I said, LOL, so you're defending Fayers. And Fayers said it was just me and him. LOL, sad. You take home serious. So this guy, NJT, he decides to message me back. And he says, and I quote, "Mate, how about you start wanking over avatars and get a life, you wannabe faggot? Packy." Just by him saying mate and wanking and faggot packy, wannabe faggot packy, horrible grammar by the way,
of course,
I automatically assume that he's British. And was I right?
He was
British.
Of course.
He's British. He should stay on the UK.
I wonder if he knows BC jamming.
I don't think BC says fat wannabe faggot packy.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
It's been a while. And I told him basically, a wannabe faggot packy. Hold on, I'm getting off track. I gotta read it instead of just trying to say it.
Okay.
Yep, you take home serious. LOL, thanks. A wannabe faggot packy? You must be British. But still, a wannabe faggot packy. Who wants to be a wannabe faggot?
What does that even mean?
Well, I guess across the pond. It means I want to be a cigarette.
Or here's the concept. Because I've been called that before. Wannabe faggot. What does that mean? Like, Andrew, it's like, what does that mean that I like? And me as a person, I want to be gay. Like, I want to suck dick. Like, that just makes no sense to me.
I don't know. And it gets better right now. Oh man, the grammar gets much better. And I'm gonna do it in my British accent. Oh, you Yankee, you not in. Plus, I got an IP address. You're gonna get stabbed in 10 minutes. And the message was sent for all you Central Standard timers out there at 7:36 p.m. It is
What's
now.
That for Eastern Standard? What's that for Eastern Standard Time?
That'll be 8:36 for Eastern.
Okay.
Mind you, right now, it's 9:02 p.m. in Central Standard, 10:02 for Eastern. I think 10 minutes has been thrown out the window right there. I think he needs a little bit more time. And when I get that, I'll be sure to let you know.
Yeah, well, when you told me, and we were talking on the phone when Cam tells me this, and I started cracking up. Because as someone who, I'm a computer nerd, I say that all the time, and as someone who has hacked before, nothing illegal, I just pretty much hacked a few of my friends for fun. But as someone who has hacked, and someone who knows hackers, no hacker will ever tell you they're hacking you. So for me to see someone go, oh, I'm tracking you, I got your IP address, it makes me laugh because I know they don't know shit.
That's what you get. Oh, man. If only they came a little earlier this week, then they would have been dumbass of the week for sure.
Of course.
Of course. But the boat has sailed on. You can't get the title fairs. You're 16. Stay in school. Stay off of home. Stop trying to be big on home when you know you got homework to do before 9 o'clock. Okay? Okay.
Word.
All right. Now we can move on from that. Anything else?
I got I got the Ryu and Kazuya costumes for Street Fighter X Tekken.
Well, that's right. Street Fighter X Tekken. All the challenges have now been
unlocked. So
and now,
this is by far, I will say this, by far the most boring ever, but the costumes are great. I can't complain. They're great costumes. I am a little disappointed because the only thing Kazuya can do is the high kick, and the only thing Ryu can do is the Hadouken. And I'm like, I mean, you guys telling me you couldn't put all 3 animations at least?
They should have.
I mean, come on, I would love to do an uppercut.
Nonetheless, it's good though. I still have to get my 20 wins, and I will have.
I will help you.
That's a pretty good custom made. I would love to do the Hadouken and the spin kick, roundhouse kick. But the Dragon Uppercut is better to me.
I will say that. But I have played the game. I will be reviewing it. We'll call it Orsini's Sweet Reviews. I don't know. We'll come up with our name.
Orsini's Sweet Reviews.
Sweet. And it'd be like with 4 E's. Sweet.
Orsini's, I can see it now. Orsini's Sweet Reviews, brought to you by
Guinness.
God damn it. Yeah. Yeah. You had to do it. Guinness, really? Come on.
Dude, I love it every time.
All right.
I will send you Guinness.
No. To save myself with the Canadian listeners, maple syrup is the bomb. How about that? All right.
But no, Cam, don't you know any maple syrup you get in America is nothing like actual maple syrup? Don't you know that?
I know that.
How do you feel about hockey?
How I feel about what?
Hockey.
Hockey?
Hockey.
I love hockey.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you prove that?
Can I prove that? Yes, I can prove that. I can prove that the Hawks captain Jonathan Toews is from Canada.
Well done, sir. Well done. I applaud you. I gambled and lost. I am a
Chicago Blackhawks fan, and as everybody knows, hockey is basically filled more with Canadians and Russians and Germans than Americans.
Word.
And Jonathan Toews is from Canada. He's an excellent hockey player, and he's a Stanley Cup champion for the 2010 Chicago Blackhawks.
Of course. I don't know any of that. I don't watch hockey. Again, football, basketball. That's it for me. I keep it simple. And UFC, of course.
Of course. Oh,
it's
well, speaking of UFC, I'd like to update you guys on my fighter. The Wolf is retired at the age of 32. He's retired at the age of 32, winning the WFA Championship, Middleweight Championship, UFC Middleweight Championship, the Pride Fighting Welterweight Championship, the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship, and the Pride Fighting Welterweight Championship.
And then who was it that came to you, told you it was your last match?
Mike Goldberg came to me and told me that it was my last match. This is your final fight, UFC.
I can just see that too, like you as the MMA fighter, and you're just kind of chilling at home, and you kind of knock on your door. It's Mike Goldberg. He's like, "This is your final fight." Just hands you a card and walks away.
Thank you for all you've done for the UFC,
dude.
Oh yeah, I'm a Hall of Famer too. Forgot to mention that.
You mentioned that last time, dude.
I'm mentioning it now. Hall of Fame, 20 something, and all them accolades. One loss,
2019
wins. I think I retired in the year 2020.
I don't understand that. I don't understand they forced you to retire your character. But here's my question: Randy Couture's old ass can still come back.
That's because he's Randy Couture, man. He can do that.
That is true.
He's older than my fighter. I do understand. He's older than my fighter, but my fighter has been fighting more matches than any UFC fighter on that game. So I pretty much understand what. Wear and tear, can't do it forever.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can totally do it forever. What are you talking about?
Okay, I get.
I believe. Look at Shaq. You would think that's when he retired 10 years ago, but no, he kept going. That's deep.
He kept going.
Even though everyone told him to please Shaq, he kept going. And now, didn't he just host the Hall of Game Awards and Cartoon Network?
Yes, he did.
I met Shaq, nice guy. I actually met Shaq once, very nice guy.
I bet he is.
He caught me, dude. I'm 6 foot tall. This guy is like a fucking giant. And I swear to God, I look, and he stands next to you. It can only be Shaq. You don't even have to know it's Shaq to know it's Shaq. You know what I mean? This really tall guy stands next to me. He catches me gawking, and I'm like, "You're Shaq." And he shook my hand and everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, I mean, real nice guy, real nice guy. So is Dwayne Wade. I mean, not even front.
So you just paused for a moment and just said,
I literally went.
"You're
This was
Shaq."
years ago.
Did you point?
I literally went, "You're Shaq." He's like, "Yes." Nice to meet you, man. And I'm like, "You're awesome, dude." And he shook my hand.
Oh wow.
Mind you, this was high school, dude. This was when I was in high school. Give me a break.
All right.
Just came to Miami, and it was before I ever saw any athlete.
That's pretty cool. The only basketball player I've met was Kirk Heinrich, the Atlanta Hawks, formerly of the Chicago Bulls.
Nigga, that's the name right there.
Yeah, Kirk Heinrich. But yeah, I mean, maybe in high school I may have seen Derrick Rose play. Yeah, I have seen Derrick Rose play in high school competition, but not in the NBA so far. I haven't been to a Bulls game with Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose.
But like I said, I went to a live Bulls game. That was with Kirk Heinrich, Ben Gordon, Ben Wallace, and all them guys. The Bulls that kind of sucked at the time. Those Bulls.
You mean any Bulls other than the ones that had Jordan?
No, actually, that was the Bulls that was getting a little better, but they're not. But compared to the Bulls now and back then, they couldn't hold a candle.
I don't understand that. The Chicago Bulls suck, right? After Jordan, before Jordan they sucked. After Jordan they suck, right?
After Jordan, we've had Ron Artest and Elton Brand, and I believe Elton Brand was Rookie of the Year. But the Bulls were not that good at all when the Jordan era was over.
Don't worry, man. After we had a very low point, man. Very low.
That was a very low point for Bulls until Derrick Rose came along and perked up things.
That's all right, man. I understand. I mean, trust me. I'm a fan of the Dolphins and the Florida Marlins. It gets hard.
It does. It
gets.
Which is why I am not a Chicago Cubs fan. It would never stop for those guys.
Dude, I've never really paid attention until one. This is one game. I forgot when it was. Maybe last season or the season before that, where I just happened to make a joke about the Cubs at that moment because my friend said he was a fan, and I literally said one joke. Fast forward to the end of the game, the Cubs win 15 to I forgot what. I'm like, what the fuck?
It was one of those got lucky games. Trust me, believe.
Dude,
believe.
Like when the game started, I was just like, psh, the Cubs, right? And then 15 home runs, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Oh wait, can I curse? Are we cursing still, or are we gonna be all politically correct?
All right, you know what? I feel the need to address that right now. I think I've cursed already.
Are we gonna put music in the background, like some presidential stuff?
I think so. We probably would. Expect the freaking Ride of the Valkyrie playing in the background at the moment.
Flight of the Valkyrie.
It's the Ride of the Valkyrie, man. Whatever.
I think it's Flight.
I don't give a shit. It goes dun 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 dun.
Daniel Bryan came out to it for a while. He was a badass.
Yeah, now he has the guitar version.
Yes, I love him, man. He comes out with the title. Yes. It's my hero.
Man, it gets me every time he does that. But yeah, as I said, we need to address this. For
Please.
iTunes, we may not even do the iTunes bit. I may just make audio files. Because I'm not going to be, I know you and me both, we're not going to be stopped by Steve Jobs' brainchild because we're too real even though we're talking virtual.
That's the catchphrase. I'm telling you, we're gonna put that on t-shirts.
So I'm going to say all of what I'm going to say today because YouTube has no boundaries. Hell, there's KKK videos, so I'm going to say ACA.
Have you been watching, Cam? That's a little weird considering
No,
you're
here's the thing. I haven't been watching KKK videos. I've been watching the KKK get beat up by white people.
Oh, okay.
And it's funny. But yeah, we're not going to be censored, man. Yeah.
Never.
So I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want to whoever the fuck I want. We're gonna post whatever the fuck we want. If it's copywritten, we're gonna post right there who's the owner of it.
Of course.
Which comes to the song of the week, which we always do since the fire. We'll always post their information even if we know them or not.
Of course.
We're not gonna be censored.
We'll always tell you we're never gonna. Yeah. So we're always gonna say it. We're not gonna. It's not like we're trying to take something someone else made and mark it as our own.
Exactly. We're never going to do that. Anything original coming from us, that's the only thing we'll take. Other than that, if it's made by somebody else,
Of course.
we give them credit.
I don't think we're being very funny right now. I think we're being very serious.
Yeah, we are being very serious. It's a serious moment. I mean, what do you want to say about this? iTunes, you can suck my dick? No.
iTunes, you can suck my dick.
No, I'm not going to say that because I have an iPod.
iTunes, you can suck my dick.
Yeah, he's going to
And I have 3 iPods.
Okay, he has 3 iPods, so that's major. All right, if Steve Jobs comes back from the dead and haunts you, don't say I didn't tell you so.
I can beat Steve Jobs in chess, I'll tell you that much.
All right, man. Yeah.
Also, if we're just gonna do that, then basically that means if you're listening to this on this very YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button. I know you're looking at it. I know you can see it right now. I know you're seeing it. Please hit it.
Yeah.
At least just to boost our ego. At least just to help Kam 120. Every subscribe button you hit, $1 gets donated to Kam 120 to help him get out of the ghettos of Chicago.
Dude, you know how many times I've been out of my hood? A lot. So that pretty much doesn't work.
Okay.
You need them.
Dude, okay, for everyone out there, I love stereotypes. I've memorized pretty much all of them because I love them. Now, as long as me and Kam have been friends, I always kind of treat him as a stereotypical guy. This is what Kam does to me. I'm trying to be nice, right? I'm trying to be nice to people now. He calls me up out of work. This is what he tells me.
Oh, wow.
Not only telling me he lives in a ghetto, then he tells me, "Oh, I'm on the train." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I gotta get on this train, then I gotta get on another train. That's how I get home." Not only that, as he tells me, this is what I hear from the intercom on the train. Now stopping in Chinatown. And I'm
Oh my god.
And then wait, there's more children. Then he gets out of the train. Only to then tell me they're street performers.
Oh, come on, man. It's Chicago. It happens.
No, dude. That's too much racism.
That's not
Like, I was just expecting to hear in the background someone trying to sell you a gold watch.
Dude, that's New York. You get me confused.
Whatever. The only thing I was missing is for you to go, "Hey, give me a second now. I'm going to stop into Popeyes."
Why would I go to Popeyes?
I don't know. KFC. I don't know. What fried chicken joint do you use?
I don't go to fried chicken joints like that.
But you're black.
Does it matter? White people go to fried chicken joints too.
No, man. They eat casseroles and nasty shit like that.
Casseroles. Liver.
Hey, I will say this. I went to Denny's yesterday. I had this spinach and artichoke dip. Like, it was wild. Yeah, I was like,
Oh my
what?
god, yeah. On another note, you're gonna talk about a damn casserole. Oh god. So on top of, you going to Denny's, me being stereotypically black,
Of
and
course.
Kam 120's Haters Club.
Run by Uncle Buck 316.
How is it ran by that guy?
I don't know. I just want to tell everyone this. Here's a story about Kam 120. If again, as Kam has said, he was an FDMA and then Sodi. There was a point where Buck went to him and said, "No, man, you're not FDMA. I've always felt like you're part of the main fam."
No, here's the thing, man. Actually, I was in FDM. I think I was in FDM before you, actually. Way before you.
Of course.
I got on home in late 2009, early 2010. Really didn't care much about it. Just got on just to get on. Friend of mine shows me Godfather 2. I'm like, what is this? And place for the game. Blah, blah, blah. Push comes to shove. I'm in the fam. Not FDM, but my own fam. I was an underboss and then a done of, and then I just threw it out the window. And
So you
then
were in FDM before FDMA then?
yes, it was called.
You never told me.
I forgot. It was a red pop-up color, and I forgot the name of the fam that we made. But the original Don name was Great Reno.
Yep.
Yeah, and he suddenly disappeared out of nowhere.
You gotta realize at that time I was in TSC.
You were?
Yeah, Suicidal Establishment.
You were in TSC and he was there?
No, I think I met him. God, oh man, speaking of
yeah.
TSC, that's a fucking plague in my memory.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
Ugh.
After all of that, then I joined FDM in 2010. And there wasn't any FDMA at the time.
Wait, no. Because, dude, I joined FDM. I'm gonna tell you right now when I joined FDM. Was it the middle of 2010? I'm gonna tell you.
I joined FDM early 2010, man.
But nigga, no, because wait, you never told me this. This is actually surprising because you've never told me this.
FDM was the first major fam I was in. FDM. Look, here's the thing. FDM. I started in FDM in early 2010. My system goes out in mid 2010 in the summer. My system over here.
Because I joined FDM April 2010.
So by the time you joined FDM, my system was fried. And then once I got my system fixed, I came back. And then I was brought to be in FDMA.
Interesting. You never told me this.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know about that except for the people that were there.
Interesting.
Which means, yes, I have fought John Dillinger when he was blue.
Dude, I've fought John Dillinger. He doesn't remember that, though.
But yeah, that's a little bit of fam history that's probably unknown from Kam 120.
No, man, the one moment I have with Kam that made me laugh about talking about Kam was after Kam became FDM's #1 enemy. Buck happened to go on my account because I told him, can you get the trophies for Modern Warfare 2 because I don't feel like buying the game again just so I can get the trophies. He said sure. After being on there one day, we're chilling at nighttime in I think it was Sour Apple's place, don't quote me on that. And he literally comes to me, he's like, Orsini, this is literally the voice, he's like, Orsini, it hurts me to see Kam 120 on your friends list. It hurts me.
Oh wow.
And then I spent 20 minutes laughing. Could not take the man serious after.
That's pretty sad. But I wouldn't say he'll be leading the Kam 120 haters club. I mean, maybe last year, yes, but no, not this year.
Yeah. Whatever.
All right, so I guess at this moment right now, after we just shot the shit, I'm sorry if we weren't that funny. Just got a little serious for a moment. You know, the funny thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. You know. Yeah, like for everyone to know, we're not generally funny. Like you hear each other laughing because we can make each other laugh. We're kind of just doing this as hopefully someone else can laugh. Like we're not professionally funny.
Right.
So if you're listening expecting professional funny, we're not.
It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. There's gonna be some hits and there's gonna be some misses. You just gotta deal with it. And
if we can be funny, but it's not gonna always be that way.
Yeah, because only things happen ever so often that you get to talk about, like what I talked about earlier with the fan club of haters that just don't like me for no reason, and your story about Buck.
Yeah. Like this is just us every week. This podcast is basically just us every week talking. But we promise you, but we're gonna be putting on the thing like us talking over home fan fights or dumbass of the week, which we're considering making a weekly video. We will sit down and try to be professionally funny for that. So if you want us to be funny, you'll see it there.
Hey, don't forget to suggest clips if you want to. I know there's a lot of PS home fights out there. I know all you fans got them. UMTL,
we can't be there all day. He has work. I do a bunch of stuff.
We're not here all the time.
No.
Drop a line, drop a message to our accounts or whatever. Just look up this video. Hey, we watch it. If it's funny, we'll break it down. If it sucks, we'll still break it down. Why I say LIF? I mean, Big 120 clips. You know, PS Home Cinema. Get your
And
popcorn.
yes, yes,
Ready
yes.
to laugh.
And
But
please, if you're in Godfather, um, the beach, anywhere, and you see these fan fights, you got a camera, record it. Please send it to us. Please, we will break it down.
we will.
Him and me have been here. I've been here since day one. Cam's been here pretty long too. We will sit there and break it down because we have seen it all.
Oh man, oh my god, the things I've seen and done on PlayStation Home before I stopped taking it, like, stop giving a fuck.
Kidding me, dude? One of the first things I ever did for a fam was go undercover as a girl. This is true, and this is how stupid this is how stupid the Nick 414. This is how stupid he is. He asked me why I never talked, even though I had a mic. This is all I had to do. I said I'm a mute. He believed that.
Oh wow,
that's how stupid he is.
I remember the Nick 414.
He's before Face perverted ass showed up. There was the Nick, and the Nick was just disgusting.
Nick loved the kids, huh?
Dude, in TSC with the Nick, I was undercover. I was a 17-year-old girl. This guy was a grown-ass man, and the best part was the things I heard him saying. I have a few pictures of chat logs that I've never shown because I do have respect for like the group of people that was in there. But dude, it's just some of the most perverted shit you've ever seen.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's pure gold right there. But hey, out of respect, not gonna show.
Out of respect, because I was gonna post it originally, and I told one of the people in the fam, and then they said don't. Out of respect for everyone, I said, you know what? Rule 1 in TSC was respect everyone. I still remember that.
Yeah, respect plus fams equals doesn't compute nowadays.
Whatever. That's
but
nowadays.
Yeah. Now, I think we got a song of the week.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. I personally don't know this person. I think they have a PS Home account. Their name is CruciA. They make dubstep beats. I don't know you, but hey, I like your work. I'll just say that right there. I'll say that right now. I like your work. Nice beats you got there. And there's this one beat that basically caught my eye. It was a beat called "Pose on Ya." And
nice.
And the story behind this beat is it's actually a decent beat with clips of PS Home user and leader of a fam called TRF, who was associated with UMTO, Mikey7, and he was under a girl account. And there you go, spying under a girl account in SKS.
I was the original though.
He basically pops out, says the usual "suck my dick," "I'm a pose on ya," "fuck y'all," UMTO, UM to the motherfucking old bitch, and all that. Word. And they made a dubstep beat out of it. That video alone had thousands of views, mind you.
Oh, please send me the link, Cam. I gotta see that.
Oh, it's just easy. Type in SKS Wedding 9/11.
Love it. Doing it right now.
Happened on September 11th. And while Orsini's over there gonna watch Mikey7 say, "I'm a pose on ya," we'll play this track right now. CruciA, "Pose on Ya."
What's up?
The Big 120 Way.
Alright, and we back, and that was CruciA with Pose on Ya. Reason why we put that on here, because it's PlayStation Home related. That's what we do. If you're on PlayStation Home, or if you know someone that's on home that does music of any kind, beats, instrumentals, rap, sing, whatever, what have you, let us know. Send us your info. We'll put you on the podcast. We'll also give you credit. And yeah, right now Orsini is actually watching the video that song was inspired by. He's watching the video for the first time. It's been a while though, but you know, it was SKS and UMTO hated them, so you know what they do. Put in spies in their fam. Mikey 7 happened to do it. He was in a girl account, and he basically crashed Omega Chain's wedding.
Can I just ask? Mind you, for everyone to know, the reason I don't know much about videos on PS Home, on YouTube, outside of PSN, I don't worry about that shit, so I've never really looked up this shit.
It's true.
And this, really, the song is by Rick Ross? Okay, I'm gonna keep watching.
Alright, he's gonna go back to watching. He's gonna watch, like I said, we're gonna be reviewing videos. It doesn't matter how old or how fresh and new they are. Remember, PS Home Cinema, Big 120 clips, it's coming. And it's gonna be fresh, it's gonna be new. It's going to be the best. But moving on from that, that was a good song by CruciA. Now we're gonna get into the segment that everybody loves, the best segment in the world. Dumbass of the week.
Dumbass. Do we have music?
Dumbass of the week. You know we have that. We know you have that broke down. I was about to say it again. Slorn beat.
Oh man! Again.
The Slorn beat. We have the Slorn beat for the runner-ups.
I can't believe you almost said his name again.
And then we have the classic, horrible rendition of Ric Flair's intro playing behind the champion. That was played for KTG. For those guys on percussion and wind and all that jazz, you were horrible. But thank you. Thank you very much for that rendition of Ric Flair's.
Yes. Thank you very much.
It makes everything better. And and credit for the fail horn goes to The Price is Right, and the boos are from some random people that I don't know of. We have to give credit to Nelson from The Simpsons for the haha, and it's funny because it's true by Homer Simpson for The Simpsons. Matt Groening, those props goes out to you. All right, so and this time
we might use, and we are using them again this week. So okay. Can I go first?
Yes, I was actually about to ask if you had a single dumbass right now, a runner-up.
Okay. Now, I had a person because he was talking shit in Hudson. Now, that was going to be my person. But, in fact, I found something even better. This is what I'm saying, people. Now, I'm in Hudson Gate. I'm there to race my Dolphies. Nothing more. I happen to be wearing my secret agent costume from Konami. If y'all don't know, it's a secret agent costume. One of the extra animations is this. It's called Pistol. Basically, he pulls out this pistol and he does this kind of pose. Now, it just so happened, this noob chick just so happened to be in front of me. And then she thought I was doing it to her on purpose. So then her and her 3 buddies surround me and start acting tough and trying to be all cool and tough and start threatening me. Now, I mean, that's cool. If you want to be tough, you want to play the game, fine. Please, people, you're racing Dolphies in Hudson Gate. You're not a badass. You're not. There's Dolphies in it. You cannot be a badass. You cannot talk shit when there's dolphins behind you. There's no possible way. I mean, not even just regular dolphins. These are multicolored dolphins with sparkles coming out their asses. Come on, you're not tough. Now, here's the best part.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The fucking list. It's just wrong when you read it. I die a lot, but it's because I'm trying to beat it tonight.
But dude, all I'm saying is like these guys, and this is the sad part, is that one of the people was 32, and then another one was 40, and because I called them little immature kids, and they went, no, I'm 40, I'm 32, and I'm just like, really, you're 40 and 32, and this is what you do? And then because I started ripping on them hard, then they backed up, and then they did the trick that I haven't seen since like 2010, where they go, oh, we're just joking, please. Now those people, their names are Fleeting Dusk, that's FLEETING_DUSK, Tink, Jake, Duarte9, DUARTE9, and Happy Hour, capital H, on both 4_2_ And again, if you didn't catch that, they're nominated for trying to be tough in Hudson Gate while racing Dolphins. And that's my choice.
That's his choice. Well, he has 4 people rolled into one. Me, I have 3 individual nominees. Well, maybe 4. Well, 4. I'm going to say 4.
Okay.
First one goes to a guy I saw in Godfather. He just decided, it's nothing really funny or anything, but he just goes around to everybody in Godfather, tries to pull a KTG, mind you, start talking shit to other people. I believe he's in a guy that I know named Cowboy's Family. His name is Cali-High24_7. He tries to be, I guess he was acting tough towards everybody on Godfather 2. You know, one of those guys. Try to make a name for himself by talking shit about him. Another one, because that's just nothing, that's normal. Another one is a fake account that has a lot to do with the UMTO situation. Face__goes, that's GOZ_gay126.
Oh man, I had the privilege of meeting that.
Face goes gay126. Alright. We see a lot of people wailing on UMTO nowadays.
Because they're
but come on, is there a point to come in with a fake account called Face Goes Gay, and then just, and here's the thing, you're not even roasting anybody, you're just saying I'm Face, and your avatar is
the first one I saw was Uncle Gay Buck. That was when I was at FDM. The first one I ever saw was Uncle Gay Buck.
Oh, I actually know
like,
it was Uncle Gay Buck.
I know you do, so do I. And the thing is, it's like you're making an account, and all you're doing is putting a little gay or something stupid. It's like you're not even being funny. You're not doing anything but walking around. Everyone knows it's some idiot who's frustrated. You're wasting your fucking time. Yeah, and I know some people who put on these fake accounts, like some against Omega Chain, some against. I've seen one. I think they had one for me at one point.
I had one.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's like you're not doing it. I know a guy who was there for 3 hours in Godfather. Barely just saying, I'm gay. You know, I forgot who he was going after, but he said, I'm gay for 3 hours. Oh, so pointless.
It is pretty pointless. But it wasn't championship worthy, but it was nominated. Now we're going to move on to another guy who was also at Hudson Gate, ex-Dominican 809. What he has done was basically talk shit to some random guy. I forgot what the conversation was. Actually, it wasn't worth remembering. These are some pretty shitty runner-ups, you know. I gotta say, man, some people are actually getting smart to it now. But there's still some dumbasses out there, which brings me to the grand finale, because this may shock you.
Oh, snap.
Now, for Dumbass of the Week, for the second week it's been in effect, will not, and I repeat, will not be KTG.
What?
KTG is not Dumbass of the Week. He almost had it. KTG came to the Godfather and said the following words. I'm not quoting, but it's something like this. Since Final J is dead, I am the oldest person on PlayStation Home. I am the king of PlayStation Home. You know, Baycliff made it, and everybody just basically made fun of him for it. But That could have made him 2-time Dumbass of the Week. But no,
Oh,
it didn't.
dear God.
The Dumbass of the Week is none other than Final J1. And this is not even comical. Well, maybe it's
not.
comical when he comes back, but it goes a little like this. For those that heard or know Final J1, he was the leader of Hardcore Mafia.
Or
A week ago, I'd say, there has been a mass message saying that he died.
and I got like 8 of them.
I got one message, and I got a bunch of JDs. Final J1 is dead, Cam.
Wait. By
He's
Jay,
dead.
you mean, of course, John Dillinger,
John Dillinger.
who won't be on this podcast.
He won't because he does not have Skype. But that's besides
I
that.
still say, because for everyone who doesn't know, I went to Godfather to ask him if he wanted to be, because I know Cam wanted him. And he was right next to Young B, who is a world-renowned hater of mine. And I still say the reason he said no was because he was standing next to Young B, and everyone knows that I am hated by him. Hated! I wonder why. But yeah, I still say the only reason he hasn't been is because he knows that. And it's fucked up because me and JD used to be friends. He deleted me. I don't know why.
Oh.
But I always have a spot in my friends list for good old John Dillinger. I do.
Well, I have him and his girl at it.
He can add me in all 27 of his accounts.
Alright, but back to the Final J1. Alright, Final J is the leader of Hardcore Mafia. And a week ago, it's been said, that he's dead. But
I drank a shot of tequila for that, too.
And on that same day, people were also saying that Final J wanted to get off home for the longest time. And then I get a private message from a friend of mine on PlayStation Home who's also known well on Home as well. Why did I just say as well so many times? Oh, well.
You did. Stop trying to be proper. You live in the ghetto. Relax, man. Say nigga.
The ghetto. You live in Florida. You live around a bunch of Haitians.
What do you... No. Dude, I got money. I live around white people.
Alright, Rico Suave.
Thank you. And it's
Suave.
Rico Suave. Mind you, Rico Suave was a song sang by Geraldo. Learn something.
Whatever. Anyway. Face. Anyway, it's not even comical. It's just, it's stupid. Really, beyond stupid. I get a private message from a friend of mine who got some information about Final J1. It's been said on his Facebook account that he just wanted to get off of home. That he basically left home because he promised someone a house. He promised someone the world and he couldn't bring it, so he left and said he's dead. That's what I heard, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of shit going around. Pretty much they say this guy isn't dead. Oh well.
The one I heard was that he bit off more than he can chew, and because he was so sick of the shit of PS Home, he decided to fake his death. Yeah. But for me, my friend, Dead Shadow, who will be our guest later, he has his his ear in many different parts of Home, and he basically just tells me, he's like, no, he's alive, and I'm like, really? So you're telling me a fake guy who acts fake on PS Home faked his own death? How very not shocking.
Very not shocking. You are exactly right. It wasn't shocking at all. I expected the dude not to be dead, and I'm here looking at John Dillinger go, come on, pay some respects for Final J1. He's dead. Wear your horns, SDE, wear your horns. So you weren't there, so guess what? You're going to get pissed off when I say Meat was there.
No, that asshole.
Meat was online. Had his horns on. JD had his horns on. SLT had their horns on. Hardcore Mafia was there as well. Whew.
Where the hell was I?
I don't know. But you missed...
JD, my dog, I supported you, my dear friend. Even when you battled at the end, you know you and me were tight, son. Where was my invite?
I didn't get invited. I just went.
Yeah, but But you were a founding father. You could show up to anything that SOT does.
It's a guy. It was like Godfather 2. You could have showed up too.
Well, I don't fucking know. I don't have an excuse. It's. I want to make him an excuse, but I probably was like on third strike or something, having fun.
But yeah, that's just the thing. Faking your own death on home just to get away from it. Dude, if you're sick of home, just say it. I mean, don't be afraid. I know there's a video out there on YouTube of a guy saying that he was done with PlayStation Home. And he had a real legitimate reason for it. He's tired of the drum. Everybody is. I mean, it's pointless. It takes you to a point where you're just like, is this what I really want to be doing when I'm gaming? Talk shit to an avatar.
Wait. I will say this though. If everyone's completely forgotten it, literally remember this, people. If you're sick of PS Home, all you have to do is not go on PS Home. I know it's hard to believe. If you're on PS Home, all you have to do is quit game. It's shocking, I know, but it's that simple.
It's that simple. Now, for me, drama it's comedy for me. Like I said, it's comedic art form. It's something to work with. But I know for other people, they just can't deal with it because it is continuous. It is stupid. And for Final J1 to fake his own death because of it, that's just not.
That's so sad.
That is sad. That is extremely stupid. That is dumbass worthy. And I think KTG is going to be extremely pissed off.
Disappointed,
yes. This part of the podcast because he has just lost his DOTW title. Dumbass of the
week. You don't
week.
even seriously?
D for dumbass.
This is embarrassing.
Or do you want to split dumb and ass, or you want to put it together?
No. It's good. Look, I don't care. Mind you, people. When we pick KTG, we picked them because we pretty much assumed no one could top it. We were wrong.
We were wrong. We were wrong. Whew.
And the thing is, we don't know if we're more shocked that we were wrong or more shocked that this happened like a week after we said, oh, no one's going to top KTG. So I don't know if PS Home is going into overdrive and these idiots are trying to impress us or not, but Final J, job well done.
Final J just hopped right into the fucking scene and said, I'm dead. And he's alive. And he just wanted to get away from home. If he wanted to get away from home, Final J, just say, you're done. Simple.
Yep. Very simple.
All right. Final J1.
All I'm saying is, though, the only thing worse than that is just Blaze, who dated Kai-san, who faked having cancer.
Oh, shit. I remember that. I remember that shit. Oh, Kai-san, I have cancer. Please love me. Marry me. I will meet you in real life, baby. I have cancer. And then Kai-san says, all right, Blaze. I love you forever. And then all of a sudden, Kam, Blaze faked. Hey, I was in FDM when this was going on.
Yes, I remember that.
Kam, Blaze faked his death. Oh, that's sad, Kai-san. That's extremely sad. But yeah, Final J. Yeah, it was old classics. We'll get into that a little later. But Final J1, congratulations. We give this title to you. Dumbass of the week. Only a one-man applause for that.
Oh, wait. Before we finish, I will say this. To whoever froze the Godfather server earlier, when the mod showed up,
no.
Good job, dumbass.
Damn, if we only had a name.
I don't know, but I popped in. Server. Exactly. Me and Kam were just talking, and the second it freezes right after the mod sent out the message telling this guy to stop spamming, and we could not stop laughing because we knew that person was done.
That person is bricked.
You're done.
It's bricked. All right, now that we got from the jury and depressing dumbass of the week, but yet also stupid dumbass of the segment, let's move on to the good parts of home, as I always say. This week, as we said earlier, the total game integration of Street Fighter has reached its end. It's still there, and you can still get your costumes. The Kazuya Mishima And the Ryu costumes are now out there for the taking. All you have to do is complete all the quests if you haven't done that already.
Of course.
Orsini65 here is a winner of the Street Fighter X Tekken challenges.
I'm always a winner.
He has both the costumes. Me, I have work, so I don't have time to do all of that. So Orsini, take it away.
Well, basically, I'm on top of my shit. It's not that I don't. It's because I don't have a job per se. I do stuff, but I spend. I'm on top of my shit on here because I'm a big fan of PS Home. But as soon as last night, as soon as it hit midnight, I went straight to the hub and got my costumes. Was actually the first person walking around with the costumes, and they're these full body suits. They do not disappoint. They're these full body suits. Kazuya does a jump kick and Ryu does the Hadouken. Obviously, the Ryu costume is better because the Hadouken looks better. And it's I normally don't say this if you can't do it, but it really, if you're a fan of these games, it's kind of worth the hassle. But the game is boring. The objectives are stupid. You have to get 20 versus wins. My advice is find a friend and just get it done.
Yeah, because people rage quit.
They do. Like I had to spend 2 days on there just to get mine wins because people would rage quit, and it's the stupidest thing.
Yeah. And that's the costumes for you. If you haven't got them already, get them. It's worth the hassle. I've seen them. I want them. I have to do my 20 wins.
Yeah. This week they didn't do much on the update, so that's pretty much the best thing out there. Well, no. Let me not bullshit, because the personal space they added are nice. They are.
All right, yes, there are actually 1, 2, 3. I take it 4 new personal spaces out.
Yep. And the three of them, I think, except the private jet, is it that came up?
The private jet, that's $12.99, but there's damn it, I forgot the names of them.
The plum whatever. One is the hillside. It's just a small house. It's not worth it as a clubhouse. The other one's like this very Asian-esque house, and then the third is a camping area. Yeah. Which I'm going to get as a clubhouse.
I got that as a regular house. I got the plum places, the clubhouse and the house.
Right. Basically they put these 3 as as personal spaces and clubhouses, and I'm like, that's my problem is it seems very lazy.
It does. I mean, when they were coming out with new skins for the clubhouse, they started off well with Desert Haven, and then the War Room Clubhouse. That's pretty cool. You get to have your face on the screen, and you get to have text rolling over.
Where's my money? Where's my money? Don't make a fool of me, man.
Don't make a fool of me, man.
Oh, yeah, what fake mustache is. We got fake money for mustache. How much you pay for that fake mustache?
$2.99.
Switch your damn ringtone. Defiant, when she heard the podcast, texted me that she laughed out loud when she heard the ringtone. That was her ringtone back in 2006.
Hey, I say this is a classic. You can't beat the classics. Oh wow! All right, now we touched on the suits. It's worth the hassle. The clubhouse / apartments. They did get lazy. They started off good with the Desert Haven and the War Room Clubhouse.
But now I feel like they're just getting lazy.
Also, what do you call that place? The new one. The one before all of those. I forgot the name of it, but I have it too. But it's like a lodge or whatever.
Oh, Creek Falls, whatever it's called.
No, not Creek Falls. Creek Falls is a personal space.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the clubhouse with the chandelier for antlers. Man, the antlers for chandelier. I said chandelier for antlers.
What?
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of off kilter today. I mean,
okay, the only clubhouses they've added are Basic, Desert Haven, War Room, and Creek Falls.
Is it Creek Falls?
Yes, it's Creek Falls.
All right, then. If the name of it is Creek Falls, it's Creek Falls. All right. Yeah, that clubhouse. If it's wrong, a whole one of those diehard home people smack you over the head with their avatars or some shit. But yeah, those places are pretty good. It's worth the buy if it's a personal space.
Desert Haven is great.
Desert Haven is great.
And if you're really into the whole planning and fighting and all that, maybe the War Room's for you.
Or if you just want to see your face on the screen, the War Room's for you.
I'm gonna get the camping one as a clubhouse because
it's nice.
Because I'm trying to start a gaming faction, like 5 to 10 people as gamers, and it kind of goes into the theme of the name I want, which is I will talk later as time passes.
That is cool.
Overall though, the update today was very boring and.
Hey, they have a guitar that you can put on now from Enrage.
Oh, damn, that's the other thing, Enrage. We haven't even talked about that.
Yes, Enrage.
Damn, completely forgot about it. I went there earlier today. That was it.
Well, what do you think about it?
All right, well, as far as what I know about Enrage is by Endreams, people who brought you Aurora, and basically it's bringing actual brands, from what I understand. And it's this hangout spot that is going to be updated regularly with more areas, games, rewards, and actual brands, from like the real world people.
Like Gibson, Les Paul, like that. I take it, it's about guitars and rock and stuff like that. So
yeah, of course, it's all guitar and all that, but it's sweet. It's nice and it's pure Endreams. Like it's what you expect from them.
Yeah, they don't disappoint.
They don't. Endreams does what they do best.
Yes. I'm pretty disappointed in Lockwood though.
Oh,
what happened to Lockwood? Used to be the shit.
Lockwood, yes, and most of my clothing is from Lockwood, and I was a big fan, especially with Sodium 1, even Sodium 2, and it's just they've gone downhill.
I think they're focusing more on Dre.
They're focusing on that, and the Lockwood publishing, and I'm like, nope, no, you were popular because of Sodium 1 and Sodium 2. Focus on the real shit, people.
Right. Hey, they had like... Oh! Oh, wow. That's great. Speaking of kids talking shit, I'm sorry to retract the statement, but... Callie_Merkin16 is 10 years old calling people bitches.
Love it.
That just woke me up right there. That just
not the first time I've seen that.
Not the first time.
You think that's bad, dude? You think it's that bad? I can top that. Very early in PS Home's career, the first batch of little kids that get on there. Oh, dude, I had. This is the setup. This is Central Plaza. Good old Central Plaza. This is the setup. This kid was talking about how much he loves Tekken. Then starts listing his favorite characters and just says Ryu. All I did was say, "Hey kid, you're wrong. Ryu is Street Fighter." This kid goes off on me, but he was calling me like elementary school shit, like you're poopy head type shit. And I'm like, "How old are you?" He's like, 5. That's a head
Did you
slap.
just say 5?
He swear to God, I'm like, "How old are you, kid?" He's like, "I'm 5." And I'm
5?
like, oh,
wow. Yes, you okay? You have.
I walked away.
I concede to you. You have topped it. I concede to you. So that would have been good dumbass of the week material right there. If it was.
It was so long ago, and I don't remember the gamer tag, but that was.
Yeah.
That woke me up. That woke me up, dude. I was like, what?
Yeah, the whole.
Because it shocked me. I was just about to rip on a 5-year-old, and I would have made him cry.
Yeah, that's sad. They don't make 5-year-olds cry. Come on now. Every time you make a 5-year-old cry, a mother has to pull out her titty and breastfeed it.
Kam, you're back.
There we go. I'm on fire.
He's on fire today. Wait. As a very famous NBA announcer once said, "Boom chakalaka."
Oh, that's good. That's good right there. I love that game. But yeah, the home update was, Enrage is good. The new houses are nice as houses. Maybe if you want to buy them as a clubhouse.
Hillside, look, I'll break it down. Hillside is great as a personal space. The Asian place.
I don't care for Hillside, really.
The hills. The other one, I guess, depending on what type of club you are, it might be good. The Asian looking place, the Plum, whatever it's called, that might be nice as both. But you really gotta be careful. It's really like a female clubhouse. The
Oh damn, man!
And the camping one could be either.
I bought that as a clubhouse. What are you saying?
I'm saying you're an idiot.
No, I'm not an idiot. I just have feng shui. I just have feng shui.
Cam, I'm deleting you. I'm deleting you.
Oh, hey, yeah. You go ahead and do that, buddy.
right.
All right.
Moving on.
So Orsini, you wanted to you had a game that you wanted to talk to everybody about.
Right. Well, since last week we talked about UFC, I just got a game on here. It's an old game. I'm just gonna give it a spin out. It's House of the Dead 3.
Okay.
Which they just added on PSN for $7, and it's really what can I say? It's pure. It's pure House of the Dead. You know, it's exactly take the arcade machine, bring it home, and for the $7, it's worth it. I mean, you're getting.
Sounds good.
You're getting the exact game you want. You have PS Move capability, which makes it really kind of feel. Especially if you have one of those gun accessories like the one for Cabela's hunting, and it really feels like the game. There's no online, but you have 2-player, obviously the local, and it's a lot of fun. They cleaned it up, and the graphics are still House of the Dead 3, but they cleaned it up. It's very nice in HD. You're gonna have the people hating because they're like, oh, they couldn't clean up the graphics. It's a port. You know, they basically took it, they ported it. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun. If you're a fan of the House of the Dead and you're bored of playing House of the Dead Overkill, or you're just a really big fan, it's a must get. You're not gonna be disappointed, especially if you have a PS Move. Trust me. I was playing it. Me and my boy were playing. He has a PS Move, and we had so much fun. We played the game like 3 times. Could not beat the final boss. Because everyone knows House of the Dead has these cheap-ass final bosses. They're cheaters.
All right.
Just point. Oh, God. We were so close to not once. Game over, yo. Just such a pointless final boss. But if you haven't played House of the Dead 3 and you want to become, if you played Overkill and you want to know where did the series came from, this is a good one to kind of pick up.
Right.
You know, it's a lot of fun. If you're a fan, you should get it. And if you're just looking for a game under $10, that's a lot of fun. Has replayability. There you go. You know, you can't. There's no reason why you shouldn't get this game, unless you hate anything that is good in this world.
All right. Well, there you go. The in-game review from Orsini65, House of the Dead 3. Now, is there any other House of the Deads available?
Overkill, which you can get for the PS3, but I hear that they're going to add the 4th one as well to PSN.
All right, that sounds good, man. That sounds really good. All right, for those out there who want to get a game that's cheap and fun, House of the Dead 3, go ahead and buy it. Buy yourself a PSN card or use your credit or debit card. And buy yourself a game. Have some fun. Make trophies or whatever.
The Big120Way podcast with Kam 120 and new guest host C15.
Dude, come on.
That would be interesting.
It would. No, it wouldn't. I don't think. I mean, C15, you're my boy and all, but I don't think we'll coexist as podcasters. Just got to keep it guest material. I mean, it has to be somebody that's not in the fam, you know. So you can have that worldwide view. That's why I picked Orsini here. I told him.
Wait, no. Don't give me that bullshit. No.
No, it's not bullshit. It's the truth. When I said I was
no. You picked me because you were talking about it. No. You were saying about it, and then I said, "Oh, so you want your good buddy Orsini to be on this podcast too?"
Well, look. This is how it originally started for the podcast. Now everybody's going to get a little podcast history because Home's Update wasn't that much. So we got to fill in the slot. You see, the Big120Way podcast was originally going to be just me, and it was going to be called the LAF podcast, and I was going to have guests. same concept, just different name and different shit. But I was like, you know what? I can't do this alone. I can't. It's just not gonna work. If I don't have guests from time to time, it's just not gonna work. So I need somebody that I know for a fact that they got loads of stuff to talk about, that they are funny, and they can appeal to a crowd. And who better than Orsini 65?
I mean, crowds do love me. I mean, I can't lie. Hey, everyone on my friends list loves me. I can't deny it.
Well, hey,
It's a weird mix. It's a weird mix of people I've been really rude to, but for some reason are still friends with me, and not even they know why.
look, you're a cool guy. This is why I asked you to be on the podcast. And there you go, the history of the Big 120 Way. First episode was all about Guinness. Second episode was one of the funniest episodes
Ever.
This episode we kind of got a little serious on some topics, especially the iTunes thing.
Of course. iTunes, we're not funny because iTunes bumped us out.
Yeah, they bummed us out, man. When we recorded that episode, we had high hopes. Now we're just sad.
And when we heard Final J was that we got real excited and then got bumped out.
Because he was alive.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Well, on that note, guys and gals and transsexuals, asexuals, bisexuals, C-sexuals.
Okay, now just stop.
And
Moving
all
on
those,
to the next section.
and those fat guys who use sex toys. This commercial. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with more Big 120 Way podcast with our special guest, Dead Shadow. Hopefully, he can liven some things up here.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, because we're
struggling right now.
Struggling. We're gasping for air. We're fighting for
You
air.
are.
We're struggling.
You're out of shape. You're out of shape, self.
I'm out of shape. I'm out of shape. Dude, do not make me lift weights on this podcast right now.
Dude. It's an audio podcast.
I do.
It's an audio podcast.
Dude, they can hear the fucking weights clicking. Okay, they can hear the they can hear the metal.
You could be lifting 5-pound dumbbells.
5-pound dumbbells do not sound like ding. They sound like clink. They don't sound like that. Come on.
Like teacups coming together.
Teacups. Oh man. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, but then we'll be right back with Dead Shadow 3x6 on the Big 128 podcast. And you guys, I hope you'll welcome us back into your ear holes. If not, then you're just a bunch of bitches.
The Big 120 Way.
Yo, this is Texas Pete, filling in for Kam 120 of the Big 120 Way podcast. Now, if you're like me, you have hemorrhoid problems. When you take a shit, it just burns every time. It feels like a cactus. It's just prickling in your ass. And you want that relief? So what you need to do is to get Big Mama's ass wipes. You put them in between the crack of your ass and you just wipe. It cleans it and it gives you a soothing lavender feeling in between your butt cheeks. Big Mama's ass wipes for the man with the prickly ass.
The Big 120 Way.
Alright, and we're back in the fucking podcast, bitches. Brought to you by Big Mama's Ass Wipes. For when you have that prickly ass. Alright, while we're seeing these over there watching Ogre gameplay from Street Fighter X Tekken, here's our special guest here, Dead Shadow 3x6. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm alright, and Orsini's pretty stupid right now. He's a wannabe faggot.
Oh,
Really?
nonsense.
I'm trying to help you out because I want you. Here I am looking up some gameplay of Ogre, so because I just told you that Ogre's in the game, and I'm showing you some gameplay so you can see how badass he is, and you know what? You then.
Hey! I'm probably talking about from across.
I will say this though, he looks a bit like Seth from Street Fighter 4. Whatever.
Wow. All right. All right, well, let's see how I'm gonna break the ice with you, Dead Shadow. I mean, the last time I had a guest on here, I asked them the question of how does it feel to be white. So I feel that me asking that 2 times will probably be stupid. I mean, one and done. So I guess I gotta ask you this question: what is your opinion on Jesse Jackson Sr.?
Thank you. Kam 120, ladies and gentlemen.
I have to do it.
Jesse Jackson Sr. I'm kind of I kind of don't like when I hear that name because it's almost like he's treated like some sort of god just because he represents a specific race. And
You mean the blacks? You mean the black people?
You mean the blacks?
You mean the niggas?
Are you really? Hey, do I?
Well, I wouldn't use that terminology.
I say nigga all the time. Wait. Cam, take out the knee graph.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna pull out the knee graph, and I'm gonna let's see. Orsini, I see your color. Sir, not in this lifetime. I'm sorry.
I want to say it. Not in this lifetime.
Not in this lifetime.
Okay, cause Shadow, you're gonna love it. Me and him were a fan of the show Key and Peele. They had a thing called the knee craft. He looked it up and found it. Calls me up to tell me that it's a real thing.
It is. It's real.
And then gets me on Skype to show me, mind you, it's midnight, and I'm just like, tell me that app was free. The one thing you didn't tell me was if that app was free.
It's free.
Okay, good. Because if you paid 99 cents, I'd smack you.
It's free. The knee graph is free, man. I love it. You just said the N word, and you're not an N.
And you're not an N.
Oh, I love it. Okay, you said he represents a specific race of people, and he comes in and says, "You mean the blacks? You mean the niggas?" All right,
The niggas, yes.
I don't like that he's treated like some sort of god.
The whole God thing. Well,
Jesse Jackson.
Well, as a black man, no,
There we go.
Jesse Jackson does not represent the whole black race. I know South Park did a play on that. When Randy Marsh kissed Jesse Jackson's ass, apologize. And what's his name?
I don't like the Jackson name in general.
He went to Token and he was like, "My dad apologized to Jesse Jackson." He's like, "You think Jesse Jackson represents all black people?" Like that.
It's like that.
Token's telling the truth. No, he doesn't.
I believe the whole Jackson name in general is just something to leave out of conversation.
Whoa. Hey. LaToya Jackson is a beautiful person. Relax.
He's not related to the Jacksons. His name just happens to be Jackson.
It doesn't matter. I think any Jackson should be left out of any conversation.
Any Jackson. All right. Well, I guess my second episode. I guess the second episode has to be taken away.
Now, Dead Shadow.
Race from the earth.
Dead Shadow. As a homosexual, were you truly hurt by the loss of Whitney Houston?
No. I didn't even know she died.
Oh. God, this is just like the second when it starts off with a lot of racism. But once again, we have the circle covered. We're good.
Yes, Hispanic, black guy, homosexual.
I don't think that's a race, but okay.
Well,
no, it's
not according to some religious people.
Oh God. What the hell? I am hard. Shiloh, what are you sending me? You're sending me what the 10-year-old kid is trying to say because he thinks he's bad. But yeah, that's besides the point. All right, Dead Shadow, if you could come close to the microphone if you can.
Please.
Oh,
Is it sounding far away? I'm
Yes.
sorry. It is the headset. Let me.
For those of you who don't know, we can currently see Dead Shadow. He is butt naked, covered in extra virgin olive oil.
Excuse me now.
What the fuck? What am I in the middle of here?
He is in my dick.
What? Oh, okay. All right. Now we're gonna move on. Getting a little uncomfortable here on the Big 120Way podcast. No discrimination, but yeah.
All right. Let's get some official.
All right, let's get official here.
First of all, let's make sure we can hear Dead Shadow.
All right, mic check.
Can you hear
2,
me?
2.
Can you hear me? Yes or no?
Beautiful. All right,
Okay.
Dead Shadow. I think the first question should be, give us a brief fam history of the fams you've been in.
Oh, well, let's see. When I started on home, like, is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Like,
Since PS Home,
now?
any fams?
Oh, wow. Well, when I started, I was I actually joined into a little group that was in an outer SKS branch. It was run by a guy known now as BCSI Bleed Blue, or
I've had the pleasure of meeting that young.
From there, I kind of just moved, and back then, it was 4 years ago. It was when, there was fams of 200 members, 150 members, 100 members. The biggest, when Sote hit its peak, everything in between there. And I was running a group of like 97 people, and I just hated it. Hated
every moment.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for interrupting, but why do you guys say Sote?
Well, yeah.
I don't feel like saying SOT because John Dillinger deleted me. That's why.
Yeah, I don't like. It just sounds better when you say Sote.
It really kind of does.
All right, it sounds like a dish. Okay, it really does.
A plate of Sote. Oh, you're right.
Well, John Dillinger is another topic that I'm going to get to later.
Fantastic.
We'll
Remember,
use-
Kam 120 is a dear, dear friend of John Dillinger.
Yeah, I am. I'm happy to be a founding father of SOTE, or Sote as you call it. But let's continue with your fam history if you weren't done.
And I'm pretty sure you're glad that you're not in there anymore. But
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Later, exactly. I know the story.
from there, it just when our branch left SKS and all this other shit, because SKS was at a war with itself back then. They were fighting over who was gonna take SKS and blah blah blah. It was just a whole bunch of bull crap. And so when our branch left SKS, we kind of just did a whole revamp of it, and ended up we were never in the Godfather 2 lounge for the whole 2 years I did this. We were either at Seaside of Memories, we were either at the Fight Night. We just go to the other places, and it wasn't until about 2 years ago that I actually started going into the Godfather 2 lounge more often. From there, I joined another small group, of which the name probably never got anywhere. From there, I started up my own group. It didn't really work. I never was in the room. I had shit going on in my life, so I kind of left and just kind of watched it die. And then joined back up.
That seems very, very much like a narcissist.
Originally, and there was a group of about 75 people, and I was just so angry one night that we were in a closed server in Godfather 2, and there was one individual in the group who she decided she didn't want to be our color, and it set me off to the point where I threw everybody out in Godfather 2 and said, "I hate this game. You're all dead. Fuck you."
God, that's a way to close it out.
Nice, very nice.
And left. It was about 3 months later where I was with my family that I had once again rebuilt. We were about 40 strong. There was about 10 people with me in Godfather 2 Lounge when Uncle Buck 316 walked by.
Oh, here we go.
Oh God.
He's been trash talked by somebody. I don't remember who. It was a red pop-up, and he thought it was my group, and I'm just like, no, they ain't with me. And I dismissed all my people, and I was there, and we were talking, and the guy kind of disappeared, and we were talking, and he's all like, "Hey, you want to join my fam?" Blah blah blah. And Dom has literally recruited me from the do not recruit area.
From the do not recruit area.
Broke one of the 10 commandments. From
the
room
main.
with the horrible puke carpet that everybody wants to light on fire and watch it burn and piss on the ashes.
Word.
Yeah.
Mind you, he always says that.
I hate that place.
As do I.
I was in FDM then from January.
That's when I met you.
2011?
Yes.
11 until August 26th.
Correct.
Left FDM. I'm not gonna go in full detail. I'm just gonna say that the remaining members within that family really are worthlessly humiliating, and there's just no point working with them.
You can go in full detail, man.
Please do. Like, we don't care.
Hey, we were all FDM.
Yeah, like that's like about the purple elephant in the room.
Damn. There was the part where I was actually an SKS informant while it was one of their members, and they didn't know. And I
knew. I always knew.
Omega and a whole bunch of other people's, Omega's people under him of shit that was happening when Buck got jumped the one day in Godfather 2 by SKS when they were rallying their forces back up. It was because I told some of their people, hey, he's in this room and he's alone. Go get him. I don't give a fuck.
Did you get paid?
Paid? No, but out of the $350 worth of PlayStation Network cards that I gave to their members, plus buying a video camera just for their usage of snapping photos, I would say they owe me about $750. But
damn,
I don't care. I don't care. I'm a giver.
Dead Shadow has one of the greatest collections of chat log pics I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I could just imagine.
Not more, actually. Not
Dead
anymore.
Shadow.
Not since I had to reformat the PS3.
Oh, you fool.
Yeah, I know, right? I should have sent them to you.
You should have.
File. But, the reasons for me leaving their family were pretty much the same as everybody else. It was not worth being in because it was humiliatingly stupid and it was pathetic, and let's just say I was the only one doing anything for their family. And let's see, I was doing the right hand's job. I was helping Apple do her consig work. I was helping Azo do his enforcer stuff. I was doing Buck's job. Okay.
When Buck started saying he wanted to quit.
When Buck started ranting about how he wanted to quit, and Mimi wasn't there to help him not quit by, letting him masturbate to her, in a chat. Because
on a side note, I wasn't even in FDM at this point, and even I still know all of this.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wow. I didn't know that.
And then Buck all of a sudden didn't have a PS3 because Tasha caught him and Mimi getting busy in a Skype chat, and she got really pissed. And she scolded him, and then she found out that between his desire for sour apple and Apple saying, "Look, buddy, no way in hell." It was job.
Cam is dying. Cam is dying on the inside right now.
I'm going on the record here. This is straight out of Sour Apple here. Buck tried to flirt and hit on her every chance he had. Every chat, every text chat, everything. There's proof. There's always proof.
I have something even better. This is true. This is true.
And
Buck actually once thought about flirting with Crypto Kim when she was in the fam. Take that with you.
Fucking God.
Take that with you.
He'd call her Kimmy and try and get under her shirt. Oh yeah.
It's all true.
Oh, this is all new to me, and this.
It was when Tasha got fed up with the fact that Buck would flirt with all of them. but he wouldn't pay any attention to her and
Yes,
his
right.
son. That
Yeah.
she went across the room, picked up the PlayStation 3, and threw it.
I don't
Good
think I
stuff,
ever
good
told
stuff.
anybody
That's why
this,
he had no
but
PlayStation
I
3.
used to flirt with
That was
Tasha back
when
then.
he went into Osama mode and was unavailable for anything. He'd go 3 blocks away to Mr. Orange's house in Sergeant Green's and use their PlayStation 3s.
Oh wait. Sergeant Green? You mean the guy whose PSN account Buck gave me access to because he didn't want to pay me for getting him trophies? That guy? Mr. Orange? That guy.
Yep.
The guy who
Wow.
trusted Buck with his personal information and a PSN account that had hundreds of dollars of games. That person who he gave me access like it was nothing. Oh, okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Man, FDM was fucking
Which-
corrupt from the inside.
I'm pretty
But,
sure that's
yeah.
why those two don't show around, and support that family. Is because of that. But they're his friend in real life, so they stay his friend. And then all the shit that he had, when Apple and Azo tried to do their home wedding, and him and Tasha were supposed to be the best man and maid of honor, and they ended up. They said there was the date. It was the date set for like 2 months ahead of the FDM 2-year party, and because Buck and Tasha, couldn't get their act together, and because they were so useless as human beings in their scheduling, they actually set their wedding back 2 months. They set Apple and Azo's wedding back 2 months, and then when Apple and Azo said, "All right, fuck it, we're gonna do it this week, and then next week we'll do the fucking party for you fuckers," and then it was the whole rumor of, "Oh, you're not supporting our family," and "Oh, la 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 la," and "You're doing this, and you're working behind our back." La 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 la. La 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 la.
So basically,
Oh, Christ. This story gets me every time.
And so he was challenging, Azo as a person. He's like, it's either her or me, and blah, and Azo's like, well, if it really comes down to it, I'm sorry, her. And
like he,
after all the money and time and everything that Azo spent on that piece of shit individual, the man was paying Buck's bills for him when he couldn't.
wow.
If I may interrupt, Shuttle, here was the problem. Here was the problem with Buck. This was, and Cam can tell you, when we were in Sote, and when he was in Sote, and we would fight, and the line was clear. Like him, me, and me, who was another good friend, we would fight, but at the same time, we'd be texting each other and all that. Like it wasn't anything to be mean. It was just, it's something we did. The problem with Buck is that he started taking this shit way too seriously,
Exactly.
but then kept acting towards people as if it means nothing to him. Like, you can't pretend it's serious and then still disrespect everyone. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
That was the big problem with me.
Right.
Oh, I just couldn't take more of the FDM shit. That's why I left and went with SOT.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, during the period of time where they were fighting and Apple couldn't do her job, I was actually under a probationary suspension from duties, of which was spanning for 60 days, because when I mentioned earlier how Buck got jumped, he got jumped in The Godfather 2. He was surrounded by Blue, and he was like, "Ah!" Well, his comment said, "Don't fucking talk to me." And because none of the other ranks were online, I was doing my job to see, hey, what happened? And he started cussing me out, and I'm just like, "Look, motherfucker," and I sent him 7, 8, 9 messages of just bitching at him for being just stupid. And the next day, Tasha got on home, and I was in Apple's Assassin's Creed apartment on home, and Bleed was there, and believe Joker was there, I think.
Oh, I know Joker. 1987?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, that emo son of a bitch.
Asha got into the Family Club channel and she said, somebody's getting fired. And so she was invited there. And, Young was there too, I believe. Possibly. Because I remember I ended up cussing him out a couple days later. It was just hilarious.
Young B, you mean the black guy in the middle of Canada who thinks he's a rapper?
He's black?
He's the only man on home that I will actually call a ignorant nigger, yes.
Oh, wait a minute, he's black?
Young B? Yes.
Well, that ends in Oreo, but he's still...
Luckily enough, yes.
I didn't catch that. I'm sorry, I seen him before and all that jazz, but...
Neither did I. You can't. Don't even worry, man. I knew that guy for 6 months.
I just don't see blackness coming from him.
But now he pretends to be a rapper, though.
I think a picture of him needs to pop and it needs to say blackness under review at the moment right now.
Blackness. Young B. I will find no picture of Young B. I will
It's the biggest joke I've ever seen in my life. Under Buck. Young B 905. Fucking dumbass.
Just a joke.
Alright.
Every time he sees me and Dead Shadow and they start trying to be rude to us, all they keep doing is calling us gay and rainbow this and gay that. I'm just like, come on, guys, really? This is it? Gay bashing? And not even gay bashing, weak gay bashing.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, especially on home. Like, I don't have any problem with whatever you guys are. I really don't have a problem. You're my friend, Orsini. You know that for a fact.
Right.
Yeah, Shadow, this is my first time talking to you on the podcast, and those are some pretty interesting and funny as hell stories that you just said. I have no problem with that.
Well, my thing is, I say anything I want.
It's ignorance, dude.
But my thing is, I say anything I want.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's two things I don't mess around with. One is gay bashing. I'm sorry, I have friends who have I've had gay friends who have tried to kill themselves for the same reasons. South Florida is not the most accepting place sometimes.
No, it's not.
And two is rape. I don't joke with that. No.
Yeah, no.
Those are my two. Stop right there. Like, those are the ones I never crossed the line.
Like a month back when ATM's Edwin, basically came into a UMTO group chat on home and told Apple that he was gonna bend her over and rape her.
Oh, I almost lost it.
Shit like that.
Who said that?
Get with them purple idiots.
Edwin.
Stupid shit like that. Retards who don't know what the fuck they're doing. Drunks.
Isn't Edwin the U.S. military guy?
The ex-U.S. military?
The ex-Marine.
Is he a Marine?
He's a Marine.
Yeah, he was a Marine. He rode around on Navy equipment. Yes. That's how hardcore he is.
He's a Marine and he's telling people on the internet he's going to bend them over and rape them. Yeah, good serving the country, buddy.
Don't get me wrong.
Exactly.
I do. People get me wrong when I say I don't gay bashing. I'm like, I will say to someone says something, I might say that's gay, but that's not gay bashing. And I have gay friends. Even Shadow has said that to me. Shadow has said that's so gay. Like, it's. But gay bashing is.
But oh man, if I was to interrupt right now and just say, well, according to the NBA, that's gay bashing.
Well, that's the NBA, and those people are paid millions of dollars. So,
oh god, yeah, because
and according to
Kobe Bryant
also according to Hillary Duff. Also according to Hillary Duff, that's gay bashing.
Yeah, because Kobe Bryant and Joakim Noah fucking faggot. That's what they said, and they had to put out a freaking commercial about gay bashing.
It was a coke, correct?
Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe did it first, and then Chicago Bulls center Joakim Noah did it. He went to Florida, by the way.
Fuck. Let's throw it over to my hood. I was just about to say shit about Chicago, and you had to throw it back my way.
Yeah, he had to go. He went to Florida. He was a Gator, so yeah.
Look. Yeah. Look, South Florida does not have very accepting people.
No, they don't.
I almost got into a fight once defending a gay friend. Like, it gets that serious sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. I would say Chicago. It depends on what area you're in.
Chinatown.
No, not Chinatown is where the Asians are. All right, there, I know all about Chicago. I've been all over Chicago, with school, with work, with friends and all. South side of Chicago, that's this hood slash the Barack Obama area.
Oh, here we go.
And the
Just
west
stop,
side,
just
this
stop,
is
man.
me.
Just
No,
no.
man, you let me tell. Oh, and the White Sox south side. The west side, that's where the Bulls is. That's where the black people are. Whatever. Then you got the north side. The north side is where the white people are.
That's where the money is.
That's where some universities are. Universities are downtown.
That's where the money is.
Near west side and
That's
north
where the money
side.
is.
And on the north side, there's this area called Boys Town. What Boys Town is the gay and lesbian area. I'm God's.
You seem to be a very segregated place.
It seems that way, yeah. But I'm really honest with you. That's an area in Chicago. It's a gay, lesbian, transgender, all that. They all live there.
Giggity.
And trust me, you.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I have seen some hot ass transgenders. Let me not even front. I have seen no. I've seen it. It's South Florida, man. I've seen some really hot transgenders. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh god. Oh man, this is all right. I have no problem. I have no problem with anybody. I don't. I don't discriminate against anyone. If you're a friend, you're a friend. Doesn't matter what your sexual orientation is. You decide to.
Who
if you want
himself to avoid, being on the network and hiding from the fact that he owes $150,000 in back child support and is wanted in a certain county in Kansas and has been divorced twice, never graduated high school, and is an all-out failure, ruined two people's lives and had them quit their jobs, making them think that he would employ them and pay them better, and that a one final J1.
Oh God.
I will be calling out right here now. Final, fuck you.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Me and Zemo did our research.
Oh God,
man, good job violating your parole for the second time, buddy.
The DND agency.
You get your job done there.
The DND detective agency.
Soap on a rope.
Soap on a rope.
Yes, what? I said this earlier in the podcast, Shadow. How you were the one who told me that he was just a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Faking his death.
We actually confronted him last night. Me and Zemo did, because I looked up like the obituaries for his hometown of I can't remember, whatever. It starts with an L.
An L.
I looked up the obituaries, and there was nothing there for his name. Justin Lee Stanford.
That is so white.
Name is Xavier, blah blah blah. No, it's not. Demo used, Facebook and mylife.com and all this shit.
Yeah.
You would not believe when the news broke out. They said he was dead. John Dillinger was like, "Kam, Final J is dead." I said this earlier in the podcast. He was telling me that he was dead. I'm like, I don't really know Final J, but as soon as they started saying that, people have been saying that he just been wanting to get off of home for the longest time.
Well, no, I know the guy, and I was just like, when Shadow told me, like, that he wasn't dead, I'm like, my first thought was like, really? So a guy who acts fake on a fake virtual world and acts fake tough, faked his death?
Not
Don't say.
Well, there was a number of things going on in his area of stupidity. There was the whole fact that he violated his parole for the second time. You only get 3 tries when, for his situation. And he probably just wanted to, slap himself in the face enough so that he could get himself back in check. I mean, he hasn't been employed since, some odd month in 2010, so he can't pay his child support that he owes, and he's just going to keep growing. And he's probably going to owe more money and everything in between. And then the fact that, Hardcore Mafia, the building, but all the idiots are in it, between Chris1X1 or whatever the fuck his name is and Section being fucking doofuses together. He couldn't get a stable family with respectable, members in it because, I'm sorry, they were all fucking idiots.
I mean, the problem with some of these people on PS Home is just
a combination of things. So he was just like, all right, I'm just going to fake my death. Nobody will expect a damn thing, even though my wife's Facebook has more than 300 people on it, and yet there's notes of condolences on the loss.
It's just these idiots get on here, especially now. You get these groups of people who take it so seriously they forget about real life, and then they put so much effort here, and it fucks up their real life. And it's just like, no, there's a balance, people.
There's a freaking balance, and if you tip that scale, you're fucked. Well, if you tip the scale towards home, you're fucked, because you're just putting your life into
like me.
Hands.
Yeah, like me and Cam, like we get on here every day, but we know this is like, I get on like in the afternoon when I'm like not doing anything. He gets on when he gets home from work, or when he has nothing to do. Like that's it,
Well, I did speak to Demo before I came on here, and she said, as a comment towards the final thing, quote unquote, sorry, winning, and quote, she wanted to quote Charlie Sheen with that.
Como se dice, winning.
Hey, the man stalked her for God knows how long.
Oh, I know.
He's fucking obsessed with her, so.
Wow.
That's a bitch, final. And if you ever want to come back and admit the fact that you're a fucking bum, we're all
feel free to join us here in the Big 120-Way podcast.
Yes. It's an open invitation. It's an open invitation. Final
enjoy your time behind bars.
And that what he said.
Dead Shadow, I got two questions for you. First one being, and I think Cam would love to hear the answer. Do you have any good stories about KTG?
Oh, God. Holier than God. I actually don't. I've actually, in the 4.5 years that I've been here, never actually worked closely with KTG enough to get to know him on the level to have something funny or stupid to say about him, other than the fact that
he's an idiot.
I think he lets his rage choose for him too much.
All right,
that's good enough.
And question 2 is, because I know you like me, you have fun, you help BCS out. I'm a fan, I got friends in BCS. My question to you is, because y'all been taking a lot of shit saying that most of the fam is just a bunch of 13-year-olds. What is your response to that?
I actually, I don't know most of the family, because reason being is I only just started over here. I actually haven't gotten to know the family and well enough to even do my job where I'm at. Mm-hmm. We're working on that with my end. I'm not going to say that there's not any members who are, younger. I'm pretty sure there's a couple who are, 16, 17. Mm-hmm. But that's like that in any big family. You can't just have all, 18 to 30-year-olds. It's not going to happen. Joe had the little kids. Sote's had the little kids. I'm sorry for calling it Sote again. Also, SOTE. Right?
Sote.
Hardcore Mafia had the little kids at one time. Everybody.
I'm hungry now.
FDM, all of them. It
I'm
happens.
Now.
It just happens. It's just shit that goes down, and it's like, oh, okay, why not?
Yeah, no, I mean, I personally...
Hey, you never know. I started this game when I was 17. It's... Sometimes it grows on you.
It happens.
Yeah, well, I know a bunch of people in BCS, and I've like 30 friends. But like I've seen a few members, and I know I've met a guy who's 13. But knowing rounds and knowing the people who are running it, it's like it's a stable system. I don't care what you say about the family. They may be a lot of little kids, but their system is better than yours.
Looking at BCS, outside in, looking at it from that perspective, it's really, if you look back towards the past, it's more of a modern day powerhouse. Almost much like Demo's version of Hardcore Mafia, when they were unstoppable at one point. That's basically what BCS is right now. It's a powerhouse.
And I will be proud to
still
say I got
on
my ass handed to me by Demos Hardcore Mafia. I got my ass handed to me. I got schooled. I will proud to admit that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been fought by any hardcore mafia. I mean, H&H, that's one thing, but yeah.
Oh my god,
Well-
let's not even go there. That's another bag of worms.
Give them their credit because, you know, for all the work that KTG did, all the work that Bob did, you know, everybody else included. I never really got close with H&H. At one point, I was actually full force. I fucking hate them, but that's a different story. I give them credit where credit's due. They lasted long enough. And,
Yeah.
hey, they haven't tried to come back again. So, hey, I'll give them that credit too. They didn't destroy their legacy. There you go.
Fuck the devil.
I'm a believer in the history in this game, and
Of course.
they let it die.
Yeah, as it should be. As it should.
I do have this to say. Like Bob the devil lives not too far from me, and I always make this joke, being that I know Buck is scared of Bob, and
Yes.
he doesn't like me at all. I always make a joke, and I said this to Bob once, where I was like, dude, one day I'm gonna come see you. We're gonna take a picture, you and me holding up beers. I'm gonna put friends forever, Orsini and Bob. I'm gonna send it to Uncle Buck.
Do it. Do it.
I love it. I love it,
is
man.
afraid of everything that moves.
I love it.
Oh my god, I'll be honest with you. The guy is definitely afraid of me. I don't know why. All I did was tell the truth about a couple fucking things and spread it through the servers.
Buck, I don't know. Buck
All
thinks I'm
I
this
did,
plague.
but hey, it's big enough that he's so fearful of me that he's got to make no contact agreements and shadow this and shadow that for a week and a half towards, you know, Azo Killer from HPM. It's like, because he had his whole family bug the guy for a week and a half. Oh, Buck wants to talk to you and stop ignoring him and listen to your friends. And it finally got to the point where he's like, hey, the guy lives a block away from me. Why doesn't he just get out of his house, off his fat ass, and walk down the road?
Well, that shit's serious.
You know?
Whose
Yeah.
phone is that? That better not be Cam.
Oh, you know it's me.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Professionalism, sir.
Simple things like that. That's you know, part of the reason why nowadays when I go to the Godfather 2 room, hey, I'll say it right off the record, I'm in there reporting your ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Operations clean up. You're getting banned, buddy.
I was normally one of those people that hated
Rules like
reporting.
the radio. That's just
Yeah.
how it is. Because I don't believe anymore in the shit talk and disgracing this game and making home an unfriendly, unfun piece of shit game. It's not worth it.
It's not.
And I'm going on record saying, yeah, I report you MTO members. Yeah,
Because
I
it's a
report
social
MTO
hub now.
members. Hell yeah, I do. I report anybody in there who breaks the rules. I'm sorry, I know how to follow the rules correctly. I know the terms of service in and out.
Exactly.
Easy. You just read it once and it's in your head.
But that's the thing.
Make it
For
break.
me, you know, it's whatever PSO was supposed to be. It's a social hub now, and I was one of those people that hated reporting people because I didn't like getting reported because I don't want to. You know, I might lose hundreds of dollars of games that I have, especially now.
Exactly.
But you know what? Like nowadays, it's a social hub. I have my fam. I don't want to have to deal with some assholes, and I will report you for whatever reason. My new thing is, you know, anyone who's being a freaking perv and everything, I'm taking pictures of your chat logs, and I will post on websites. If I have to make my own website, I will. But I'm gonna post these freaking perverts because I have a 16-year-old friend on here who's only my friend because she's my friend's little sister, and I don't want to fucking. And she fucking told me this dude was harassing her. Some 32-year-old guy wanted to see her naked, and I fucking wrote down his. I told him, like, if I see you again, I will fuck you up because it's wrong.
It is wrong.
Yes.
And I'll give Sony credit on this. They are
Try.
trying to clean that part up. The sexual harassment and and everything in between with those acts. They are trying, but
so Face better watch
have
his
a
shit.
moderator team.
Oh my god.
More than a few people, and they say it right there in the user agreement. We do not have the staff to cover this game. We will not be in every server. We will not see everything. They say it right in the user agreement.
They do.
That's why the select safe screen is there. It's for you can tell them which areas need, a moderator team.
True.
Like when Face is paying for people's dick pictures. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
About that on home. Go do that in an alley somewhere.
Damn.
Get it on. Go do it in the bedroom, hotel room. I don't care. Get out of your mother's house.
Oh fuck.
Okay, you're 47, buddy. You're 47, buddy.
I want to.
Get out.
I gotta
Mommy's
know something because it's pretty much been proven it was a lie. But I seem to remember Face when I first really met this guy. He was saying that he had a mansion, that he had a model wife, and he had a ranch.
I recall that too.
I do.
I remember that. And then just seeing it now, I'm like, yeah, this is far from you having a ranch, a model wife, and a mansion in California. This is extremely far from that. So basically,
I have it on good authority that Face, a grown ass man, once harassed a 15-year-old girl for over an hour to the point where she blocked him and logged off PSN, trying to get her to get naked for him.
Yeah.
I don't understand that at all. Well, perverts are out there. Old guys, even young guys. Like you guys say, you post up. You'll take a picture of somebody's chat log being perverted. Hey, I do videos. I've done To Catch a Pervert, even though I went comedic on it. It's still a serious issue. I mean, the guy was basically trying to say, I want to fuck you. I want to lick your pussy, man. Come on now. It's PlayStation Home. Why are you trying to do that? Recently, well, today, that guy Fayers from that Yellow Fam TRM was trying to say that shit to Shiloh. But I was under Shiloh's account, so I basically filmed him.
I'm sorry. Which TRM are you talking about? You talking about, Demo's TRM or the TRM that stole Demo's family's name? Because
that one.
Okay, the one that stole their name. They were what? The Royal Family at one point, and then they just changed to the Royal Mafia?
The Royal
Correct?
Mafia.
Cares.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who's leading that group? Because I'd love to have a nice word with them.
I have no idea.
His name, the guy that's leading this group, his name is Chameleon.
Okay, well.
Is it Chameleon?
Anyway, as I've already watched YouTube videos of him failing a couple times. I don't give a fuck.
You can find a decent video of Chameleon getting schooled at the real Kam 120. That's youtube.com/user/
Let me help you out with that one. Today he said that wasn't him. He wasn't trying to mic up with me or anything. It was his young 16-year-old member Fayers trying to talk shit. As I said earlier, he didn't talk shit. He was just basically saying, "Yo, that's not me. That's not me on that YouTube. That's somebody else in the fam," which I still think was probably Fayers or someone else. Maybe it was him. I don't care. I really don't take home seriously, but god damn, Fayers. This guy. I mean, it never gets. Nobody takes it serious, but this guy really, literally, while I'm over here laughing and just basically questioning everything he said, he literally says he can hear tears in my voice.
It's like I see it, and every time I see that video, I laugh, and it's like, dude, wake up! It's a virtual world. You want to take it serious? Take your group serious. Be like me. The only thing I take serious is my group, the 13 other members in my fam. That's all I give a fuck about. Other than that, it's a virtual world. Remember that. Because I tell a bunch of people, and I especially tell younger people, like when I get teenagers or little kids, I'm like, remember, all it takes is one crazy mofo to track you, and you're fucked. That's all it takes. One really crazy motherfucker.
With the exception of a crazy British motherfucker that wants to go across the pond and stab you. In 10 minutes.
PC Jamming
PC
once invited me to come over. Just on a side note, PC Jamming once invited me to come over to England to fight him, and I'm like, what the fuck?
You get your
Should've
fight
told him,
license.
send me a plane ticket, I'll come there and I'll leave.
If I come to England,
Come there,
it'll be
piss on your
tomorrow.
fucking man and leave.
But wait, to be fair, he thought I was someone else. To be fair.
Oh god, the second half of the podcast just got turned all the way up from funny ass stories about Buck jacking off to members to serious topics about people
And if
about bashing.
I still love going back to the Crypto Kim story because if anyone has actually seen a picture of Crypto Kim, you both know.
I actually have. No comment. That's not my cup of tea, anyways.
I'm not gonna talk about that situation.
I remember when I was in FDM, her and Mr. KJ Bongside, also known as, the FDM who has no brain cells left because he smoked them all away. He's Cheech and Chong in himself, one body. So much fucking grass up in that guy's mouth and in lungs and brain and.
Hey, he was the leader of that Black Squad.
But he was growing his own plants in his yard. He does it every year, and Kim wanted to see his plants, so he put them on camera, and she had her camera on, and she put her phone up in front of the camera with a picture of her. And KJ's words, and I quote, "This is not from me at all. This is KJ Bongside," and I quote, he said, "I wanted to puke and puke and puke and die," end quote.
Oh,
which is why when I saw the Brim Squad video of Crypto Kim apologizing to them, that's why I didn't feel bad for her because she's a complete bitch to everyone.
But not to me. Not to me.
It's not all that bad when you get on her good side. It's when you piss her off and get on her bad list, and she
I've heard her mad before.
She's not all that bad if you're on her good side. She's a good, funny individual.
She is.
Like everyone else.
I heard her when she was bad. It was a video posted by Pobox, and it was her going after Face, and they were miking up.
Oh God!
It was funny. It was.
Man.
Speaking of Pobox.
Oh no.
No, I think that's not Pobox. That other person, Baby Lips, that's not Pobox. You can tell. Capital letters.
No, because I have a friend. Who's friends with Pobox.
Baby's hair, and she got like 3 others.
I know it's Baby Hair, Round the Way Girl, and all that shit, but Baby Lips, that's somebody else.
I don't know because I have a friend who's friends with Pobox who has sworn to me they've been in a group chat, in a V chat, and they've heard Pobox's voice.
And Pobox is
a chick.
Okay. John Dillinger has also said that too.
I didn't believe it at first. I honestly was one of those people that really thought she was a dude, but I have heard her voice. I have talked to her. So yes.
And John, you already told everybody this story, but yeah, John Dillinger also confirmed that Pobox is a chick. He once had a cell phone, and he gave her his number, and she actually called.
Hey, you know what? I always hated Pobox. You know what? Pobox does actually good work. Because some of the people, that Italian guy, shit, those guys are fucking douchebags.
Oh man, I seen the Blaze guy run into his room,
my God.
slamming all over the bed, screaming. That was funny.
Yeah. I just want to say this right now. Yeah.
That one was one of her best
performances ever. Yeah. Let me just say this for everyone to know. I'm on Hudson Gate racing Dolphins. Let me just say, end of first lap, my Dolphy 8th. The race is ending. I just won. Just want to say that. That's how I do. That's how I do. Yes.
Congratulations.
That's just how I do.
All right. Wow. So we have gotten an earful out of Dead Shadow, and I don't think we're done. I honestly don't think we're done. There's a lot more to go. This is probably going to be actually.
No. As a good friend of Dead Shadow, I will tell you, we need a part 2 for Dead Shadow, because Dead Shadow has a lot.
You know what? All right, give me a moment. We're going to cut to another commercial, probably promoting ass wipes again or something, I don't know. And then we're going to get into part 2, which will be in another video link, because this probably is going to be...
Or being that it's almost 1 a.m., let's be lazy, go to sleep, and then do this another time.
Man, I gotta work. I ain't gonna have this another time.
That is true.
I got all night, motherfuckers. I got all night.
Yeah, stop being lazy, Orsini.
Man, shit.
And it's almost 1 o'clock for you.
It really almost is.
All right, we'll be right back with part 2. Click on the other video to watch it. It'll be right there if I can make the link and do all that annotations crap on YouTube. I really probably am being lazy. But yeah, we'll be back. Here's the ass cream commercial. We'll be back.
The Big 120 Way.
This is Texas Pete from the Ass Wipes commercial where your ass gets so prickly you have to wipe it with Big Mama's ass wipes. But there comes a time when your ass gets too hairy, when your ass gets too unattractive for the female eyes. Well, Big Mama got something for you. Yeah! Big Mama's ass cream. You just slap it on there with a big handful, rub your ass cheeks until they're pasty white, and make sure the cream stays on there for about 3 hours. And then just wash it. After the first minute of those 3 hours, your ass will be baby smooth. Trust me on this, Texas Pete. I ride horses, I bust Broncos, and I make sure that my ass is on point. Texas Pete, promoting Big Mama's ass cream. For those times when you want to feel like Christian and Chris Jericho back in the 2000s. Yeah!
The Big 120 Way.
Yeah, you're right. Cam is a bitch.
Oh,
So Dead
really?
Shadow.
Really? 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 That's how you're going to start off the motherfucking podcast?
Yes. Yes, it is.
You're a fucking ass.
Dead Shadow,
Not
I
like
guess.
figure that out already.
Oh, wow.
I'm kidding.
All right. As you were saying,
Dead Shadow.
welcome back to the podcast, you fucking bitches. Hope you
Thank you
find
for
that
letting
ass.
us in your ear holes, bitches.
Thank you for letting us see your ear holes, bitches. Hope you love that ass cream. Okay,
We are
go.
on fire. We are all over the place today.
All right.
They don't know whether to laugh, cry, or commit suicide.
Oh, God. Part motherfucking 2 of Dead Shadow's appearance. It was just so good, we had to extend it. All right, Orsini, you had some questions for him? Go.
Dead Shadow. My first question is, because how do you feel about Omega Chains?
Omega Chain's off the record. He either needs to bring SKS and keep it, or just retire for good and never come back and be Omega and stop being an ass wipe and fucking around and coming back and going away and coming back and going away and coming back and going away and pissing everybody off.
Not pissing me off, but
At one point, Omega, hey, he had a good portion of PlayStation Home's, Mafia side on his shoulders right there. At one point, he had credibility and, the ability to just do whatever the fuck he wanted. And because stupid shit happens in his family that he doesn't take care of, his family, how many times has SKS fought with SKS and torn itself apart? I want to say 1 or 2, at least 2. At least 2 times. How many times has he let Fat Cat go in and out of that family just to cause an issue?
So very true.
Family. It's stupid shit like that makes him seem like he's not worth working with. That's why people, trash talk him and make him feel like a piece of crap. Because
I was supposed to join this. I was supposed to join FM after FDM. I was just about to join the group.
Funny thing is, I
couldn't because of him.
Join family after FDM for. I did join back. I joined under SKS Legend, Blue Fear or whatever the fuck his name was. it was a worthless join because I joined and like 4 days later they like disintegrated. I'm like, where's my ads? And they're like, oh, no more, it's no more. I'm like, what? And I'm like, this isn't making sense. So from there, it was a pointless thing to even think about. It was really just worthless.
Yeah.
Like after all the shit talk that he sends people, like whenever he'd send Uncle Buck a message, I have one, I think still saved in my inbox that Buck sent me, but he said something about, they say history's made to repeat itself, and watch out, Buck, and blah blah blah, and SKS is growing every day, and it's like
I can imagine that.
Send things like that to people.
I could see that too.
Not only just Buck, like how could you send those things to people and then the next day your family's gone? Like how could you even have the confidence to send that anymore after doing this for 5-6 years of watching your family just disappear in a day? That to me, is something that I won't work with.
May I just say something?
Sure.
For anyone who knows Uncle Buck and doesn't like him, his real name is Roland Garcia, and his Facebook link is on screen as we speak. Feel free to go there, spam him. He doesn't get on there much, but when he gets on there, please.
Whoa, wait a minute. His last name is Garcia?
Roland Garcia.
It is. Typical.
God fucking damn it, man. I had him.
I would say anybody who has any technical ability who is listening and is clicking on that link, go ahead and fry his router. I'll pay you $50. I don't care. That's a joke. That's a joke.
That's a
No,
joke.
that's not a joke. Please.
Well, it's
Please
not a
come
joke.
over.
It's a joke me saying, do it. I'll pay you. I'm not going to pay you.
Do
But
it
if you want
anyways.
to do it, by all means, go ahead. Do it. He's a worthless son of a bitch.
You'll be our hero. You'll be a hero to many.
Oh,
While you're at it, take out Young B, FDM Eddie,
oh God, he's that's definitely
KTG, BC Jamming, and
Hey, I can't. Hey, don't remove BC and KTG. Leave them for a moment, man. I need something to laugh about.
and Bullbuster gets out of line.
Well, FDM members are no problem.
They are.
I mean, all you got to do is throw their personal lives out in the open and they'll run away.
Dude, oh my God, this is true. I'm not proud of this moment, and Dead Shadow will understand what I'm talking about. When he first left, the first thing he did was add me back. And one day, Shadow's going off on the FDM page at PlayStationOnToday.com. That's PlayStationOnToday.com.
Oh, the memories. The memories.
You saw that?
Yes.
Ew, good for you.
Now, basically, this is the story, people. Dead Shadow just happens to message me saying, hey, I'm doing this. You want to help? I was bored. Bored, people. And I said, sure, why not? Basically, we start going off on this tangent. It ends at nighttime with me and Dead Shadow logged in. Young B905, aka, what's his real name? Dylan?
Dylan.
Come on now. Why?
And Roland Garcia.
Why?
Fuck. They get on. I'm not proud of this, but all they did was gay bashing, and I'm not proud about what I said, but it's
2 hours
I
worth.
cracked up.
Went for 2 hours in the main chat.
Yeah.
You gotta
The
be.
3 words that came out of his mouth were gay, faggot, fag.
His name is Dylan.
His name is Dylan. Typical white man name for, a mixed Oreo, I know.
Right.
On.
But look, what I said to them, whatever, it's not funny. But this is what I'm not proud of. But I thought it was funny as hell. So did Dead Shadow. Is I said he kept calling us gay, and I'm like, hey, Book, how's that son you never pay attention to? I'm pretty sure with all the neglect you have on him, he's probably gay right now.
Damn.
And I'm not proud of what I said. I'm not proud of that.
But that was his
It pissed him off.
You that.
I just sat there and took pictures of it.
Do you still have those
Oh.
pictures?
No, I sent them to Eve, and
Huh?
I deleted them. And then she blocked them on the site.
Yes.
Wow.
You know it's sad when Eve, who never really has an opinion, she does her own thing, and who's never really, I've never heard Eve say anything negative about any fan, And when I brought up FDM, she's like, "Oh, I hate it when they showed up. They brought their drama with them." That's saying something.
Yeah, that is.
When UMTO's on there, SKS is on there. No, but FDM was the one that where she was like,
Yep.
That's saying something.
Pretty much.
That is.
I remember at one point with her on PlayStation Home today, I was jokingly asking her to bring the hamsters to FDM, and she told me, why in the hell would I even consider that? And I told her I was joking, and she made my day with her response. It was just hilarious.
I told her the one thing I've always wanted to do with the hamsters, I've wanted to, while racing my Dolphies, have all the hamsters be around me. And I've never been able. She's never said yes or no to it, but I really want to do it. Eve, if you're listening, please, just one time. Let me get like 20 or 30 hammies, please. I need this.
You trying to fill a server?
Just to surround my Dolphy. That's all I wanted.
I think it would be kick-ass. It would look really sweet. That's picture-worthy.
It is.
Oh wow!
Like, speaking of Dolphy racing, and just moving off the topic of young B's name being Dylan, why did he name his Dolphy Africa and
don't.
think it Canadian maple loose? Why?
Okay, Kate, I got this one.
This is over my head.
Why does he do stuff like that?
That was when. Wait. Cam, the reason you know this is because, ladies and gentlemen, Cam, who's a good friend of mine, spent about 6 months not on my friends list. He literally fucking deleted me.
I didn't delete you.
Yes, you did.
No, you deleted me.
No, I would
I
never
don't
delete
remember delete you.
You did delete me.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember that.
Okay, Cam, for Cam and for everyone else, this is true. They're telling this because of me. I got a dolphin room because Butterfly Girl, who's in my fam, she had a dolphin room, and I liked it, and I was like, you know what, for the fan, for us to race together, that's awesome. One day, I'm not racing, she is. We're there, and I just see Young B, and I'm like, oh, this should be good. Then, this is what he's wearing. He's wearing the crazy cape from Triple Shooter. And then these crazy antlers. Then not only does his Dolphy get in, his Dolphy is called Africa. We'll say that again.
You know what?
Is Young B 905 named
Dylan.
his Dolphy Africa? A F I A Africa.
This is when we found out that Dead Shadow doesn't know how to spell.
I don't know how to spell.
All it takes is one FDM member hearing this, and then every time they see you, you're a rainbow, whatever.
Oh god.
I'm a rainbow dictionary-less idiot.
Nice.
Yeah.
His name
But
is.
not only that, my dear people. I tell Laura, the one thing I need from you is to not let your. I don't. Mind you, at this point, it's randomized. She can't do anything about it. And the one thing I'm like, please, I hate her Dolphins. And I told her, the one thing I need from you is to not get a position. Don't let his Dolphy be in front of yours. That's the one thing. Not only did her Dolphy get like 6th place, not only that, his Dolphy won, dear people.
His Dolphy was in first place. Motherfucking Africa in first place. When does that happen? I'm sorry.
And I've never seen him
rigged.
race again. And I said that is the most random shit ever. I told Laura, like, I hate your fucking Dolphins.
Yeah. I'm throwing the Joker card at that one. That one was rigged. Africa can't beat shit.
I'm telling you, like, dude.
Hey man, Africa beats everybody in the marathons.
Wasn't that Jamaica?
That's a different
Wait,
story.
wasn't that Jamaica?
Oh wait, yeah, Jamaica. My bad.
That's Jamaica.
Jamaica beats everybody in the
Who
marathons.
cares?
But
Wait. Let's be honest here. He lives in Canada. His name is Dylan. He works at a grocery store.
No.
come on, you know what?
He
All right,
works
you know
at
what?
a
I'm walking away.
Dairy Mart.
I'm walking away. I'm walking away. This is too fucking typical. I'm walking away.
And not only does he think he can call his Dolphy Africa, This man, who I've never heard quote in 11 months in FDM, never heard him listening to rap music, never heard him talking about rap, never heard him even quote a rap lyrics. Mind you, a guy that every time I saw him on VChat would be laying in bed eating some type of chip.
Or sitting in a chair with the room so dark you couldn't see his fat ass.
With some disgusting colored walls.
Yeah.
And
With
he
holes in
fancies
them?
himself a rapper.
With holes in them?
No.
He had a snake.
But dude, all I'm saying is like, dude, and it's funny because he called him and Buck call me fat, and I'm like, really? I'm 240, and I'm sorry, but even when I was, there was a point where I was 290, and even that point, I still didn't have to date a married girl on PS Home. Okay.
Dark Kitty, cough, 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 of whom
Young B, Dylan.
has children, of whom scream at her from across the house, "Stop flirting, what about Daddy?" And she screams back, "Go to your room."
That's gold.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's Dark
Not
Kitty
kidding.
and
God,
Young B 905.
God, man. There is
All
some
real.
stuff I don't know about about
This is stuff
FDM.
you missed.
Yeah, this is the stuff that I've missed. And
No, wait. Let's talk
Damn.
about this. Let's talk about this. This is Cam's last thing against FDM. Cam's fam played FDM in Call of Duty. I'm not a Call of Duty person.
I remember that. I joined right actually as they were going to do that.
Exactly.
I joined like 2 weeks right before that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember they had supposedly set up a whole bunch of rules about no camping and blah, blah, blah. And then they lost.
Here's the story. I can give you the inside scoop. At that time, Buck considered me like real life family. That's his quote, not mine. To quote him, he had all these rules and he was pumped up. He's like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. He's like, all right. Who can we get? I'm like, are you guys gonna? I'm not a shooter. I have mag because I got it for $20. I'm not a shooter. I'm not the best shooter out there. Yeah. I asked him, are you gonna practice? Oh no. We got this. I go to Cam. Cam has his people organized. He said, you go this way. You go that way. Have at it. They're practicing. I'm like, fuck, what are you doing? Oh, nothing. We got this. Who cares? No, they're worthless. It was the saddest. I was ashamed to be logged in.
That's too funny.
oh,
You know
man,
what?
When Cam told me the score, I don't know if you remember when I asked you the score and you told me, I felt so ashamed to have a purple pop-up.
you can read it right now. You can read it right now.
I don't even want to think about it. It was so because I might not be a shooter, but the one thing I'm good at is I play games like Advance Wars, strategy, and I know to beat any game you need strategy, and it hurt me to hear him go, oh, we got this, and knowing that Cam had his shit organized.
That's not that. Hey, the score that you just typed up is actually is that the real score? Because they told me that they had, it was 1-3.
Mm-hmm.
They told me they won one. What they had
Here's
told
the
me
thing.
was that you didn't even bring people that were your fan. They told me you brought people off of COD that were just on there all day.
Oh,
Wow.
bullshit.
all this
Here's the
shit.
thing. I would
And
tell
then
you
you
this
guys
straight
were
up.
like camping and like spawn killing and all this other shit.
Which is why, if anyone remembers, after
too.
that, I didn't log in for 2 days because Buck was spewing that shit the next day, and knowing Cam and knowing Cam and how he runs this shit, and knowing what Cam told me, and I could not log in. I stayed logged off for 2 days because I could not handle that shit because he was just telling such bullshit. And
Well,
I'm like,
here's the
dude, admit it. You took a risk and you failed, dude.
Here's the thing. As what they were telling you, that is not the truth. When that was an SOTE unit that I had called Alpha Nu that I was running, and my members love Call of Duty Black Ops.
Yeah.
They love Call of Duty games. They really did. And I had like a damn near unit full of them. Hell, we've beaten other units in SOTE as well. As far as I'm concerned, since I still got the same guys that were there, we're undefeated. So we did practice. These were my original people. I've had some of those members since the first day of SOTE. Hell, they were in FDMA as well. I'll tell you that much.
Wow.
I've had these people. We did training. We did combat training on the highest fucking level,
Yeah.
where they can kick your ass in a heartbeat. We fucking did that. We went against Hellfire and Brimstone in combat training. We went against each other. We've done all of that. We didn't even take COD. We didn't even take members of other units that played Call of Duty well. We didn't even do that. It was just ours, our homegrown people. And when we went
Right.
against FDM, we knew the rules. I will tell you this straight up. Bleed, aka Randy, was camping. He was
always
camping.
done.
KJ Bongside was running, but he was pretty easy. I'm not even that good of a COD player. And I've played Young B before, and Young B is better than me. I'll say that much. He plays Call of Duty better than me. Everybody knows
That's all he does is play Call of Duty.
I don't play Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, eat Cheetos, and masturbate. So
We
these
beat-
pictures.
It was 4-0. We've beaten them in the team deathmatch. We've beaten them in a search and destroy. We've beaten them. Was it 4-0 or was it 3-0? I don't remember either, though. It was a clean sweep. But here's the thing. They probably going to say they won one because capture the flag is 3 rounds.
Right.
Well, capture the flag is 2 rounds. But all in all, it's one game as a whole.
Uh-huh.
We won the first round of capture the flag. They won the second round, and the last one was an overtime round. And yours truly capped that
Gotcha.
flag.
Gotcha. All right then.
It's a real shame.
4-0. They couldn't take it. Let's see. At the end of the game, they were bitching about camping and shit. JJ, me and you are cool now, but you did come in that chat, in that lobby, start talking major shit.
Major.
Yeah, JJ's still on my list. He's my guy. He's cool. Play 2K12 together.
I still talk to the only person at FDM I talk to right now, other than Mimi, is Dana Lynn.
All right.
I don't even talk-
Cause she understands. Like, she's one person that understands. Like, half the shit they're saying is bullshit. Like, I don't care about FDM. Fucking Young B are idiots, and they're gay bashing idiots, and I've said that. Other than that, I don't care. I don't care about Matt. I don't care about Sabadio, all these other people. They're cool. I don't have anything against them.
Yeah, but yeah, they do spit a lot of lies, man. The FDM
Yeah.
Buck will spit you some
I don't even
lies.
talk to
And
Dana.
as you,
I don't get Dana because I didn't want to deal with it. Like JJ will tell you right to your face. He'll be like, yeah, it's all bullshit. But hey, what matters is friends. Friends is friends. Do what you want to do. Have fun. Fuck the bullshit. That's a quote from JJ. JJ Swag on.
That's his
You know?
account currently right now. 8 trophies. Playing that 2K, just like me. But I'm on a podcast.
I see a future matchup. No, I mean,
Oh,
that's what's
he
up.
beat me already. He beat me bad with the Clippers.
I'm proud to say I've never lost any games to any FDM member.
I can take a loss, man. I can. But when it's something major,
Wait, my bad. Wrong.
I don't know if it's
Any current, because I did lose to Darkstar a few times in Tekken.
I don't know if it's worse that you've never lost to anybody except for Darkstar from FDM, or that you actually took the time to play with them.
Oh, dude, I can tell you a bunch of people in FDM. I can tell you people in FDM, people who are no longer in FDM, people who were like that. I can list people. I can tell you what games I beat them.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, first of all, Buck lost to me in both Marvel's Capcom 2 and Burnout Paradise.
ew.
And Simply Joe. This is true. Hold on, let me talk, because this faggot ducked me out again.
There we go.
Jonah, simply underscore Jonah.
I thought it was a
Who
wannabe
fancies-
faggot.
He's a wannabe gamer. I'm so sorry. You know what I mean? He tries to be a hardcore gamer, and he just doesn't have the skill he doesn't have the skill of me or Frost. We played so many games together, he never could beat me. This is a true story. Burnout Paradise, a bunch of us had it. Him included. I always pick the same race because it's in the mountains. There's 3 ways to get to the finish, and it's a decent race, right?
Uh-huh.
Frost caught up. Even Miss E Factor. No, not Miss E Factor. Was it Steph Baby? Whatever. One of these people who played with me, she caught up as well, and they ended up beating me in races. He was the only one who raced me like 27 fucking times. and could never beat me, and then never played me again in Burnout because he said, "Oh, you always pick the same lap, the same lap." My only response was, "Then how, if it's the same lap, why can't you fucking beat me?"
Or did you overcome that?
Exactly. It's like it's one thing. Why can't you
You
overcome
gotta
it?
practice, man. Don't pull no Allen Iversons. Practice. Practice, damn it.
I told Dead Shadow earlier, you know, I'm like, yo, find me Jonah. I want to beat him in Street Fighter Third Strike because I know he has it. And I made a joke earlier to a friend. I'm like, I want to beat Simply Jonah in another game so I can upload the replay. Shadow tells him, and then he says, "Oh, that game's crap." You know what I mean? That game's crap. And he goes, "Fight me in real life, or to get him in MK9." Are you kidding me? That's stupid. Because if you ask anyone who's ever played me in Mortal Kombat, they will tell you that is the dumbest mistake you can make. Do never play me in MK9 because I will destroy anyone. Not anyone, but good. Yeah.
Yes, I'm still looking for UFC challenges.
Yo, Dead Shadow, I see what you're typing up right now, dude.
I just wanted to throw that in there.
Oh,
Even though he's never
When I met Jonah,
still levels over you with a higher percentage and more trophies, doesn't mean he's a gamer.
wait, okay,
But
fine. Check it
Also
out.
doesn't exclude the fact that he is a gamer.
Wait. I want everyone to know this. If you find Simply Jonah, if you know Simply Jonah, and you see his trophies, I just want you to know, 2 of his plats, I got for him. A
Yeah.
bunch of his trophies, he gets friends to do it. And, yes, his girlfriend, Hannah18, has helped him get... That's right, he has to get his girlfriend to get him trophies. All 11,163 minus some of the Modern Warfare 2 ones, because I told Bug, can you please get them for me so I don't have to buy the game just to platinum the game. Other than those, every trophy is mine.
Wow.
And this is a true story. He makes Hannah. let's talk even more, because I don't like the stories I hear about things he said about me. This is true. He once got his girlfriend Hannah to look at my profile at the point he deleted me, to see how many trophies I had. Then when he found out he had more, because I'm not trophy hunting every day,
Right.
he made her message me saying that he said that he has more trophies now. My one response was this, and I never heard anything again from him, was, "Oh, this is what I told him. Tell him this. Yo, my bad. I've been a little busy winning tournaments."
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think there's any response you can give to that.
I'm so sorry I haven't been at home. Yeah, I'm so sorry I haven't been at home getting bronze trophies in Infamous 2. I've been busy winning tournaments.
Yeah.
Bronze trophies in Infamous 2. Why you gotta say it like that, man?
That's just how it is.
It's like you saying bronze trophies in high velocity bowling.
I have that game. Hey, whoa, I like that game.
I have that game too.
Yo, what's up? We should play then.
Yeah, we should.
Damn.
I had this since I had a PlayStation.
It actually is a good game. Decent. Very decent. Fun.
Yeah.
Dead Shadow. What games do you have other than... You used to have Tekken. I remember that. I think Dead Shadow died.
You pulled a final J.
I still have Tekken. I just tell you I don't have it, for I don't have to get my ass kicked.
Oh,
Just-
come on now. I have Tekken.
I have Assassin's Creed Revelations. I have Skyrim, WWE 12, the GoldenEye Reloaded,
Oh.
the original.
Pause. Did you just say WWE 12?
Yes, sir. It sucks. I hate it.
You hate it? I love it.
It's they made it
More
too
Flash.
easy and too stupid.
It's more Flash.
It is more
No
Flash,
substance.
but online
Flash
but it's
than
kind of
the game.
decent.
I still much prefer the old PS2 SmackDown Shut Your Mouth compared to any of
We're
Good
going classics now?
choice. Good choice, man. Good choice.
it, sir. But the original Little Big Planet, number 1, I have Tekken 6. White Knight Chronicles, of which I fucking despise. Godfather, I have Godfather 2. Legends of WrestleMania, of which I do have a plat on. Easiest game ever to plat.
Which one?
Legends of WrestleMania, easiest
Hey,
shit.
this an arcade looking ass game.
Oblivion. Still a good game. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, LA Noire, Godfather 2, The Sims 3, got Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto 4. On my PlayStation.
I need to fucking play UFC 3 already. I need to get online.
Daxters, Saints Row 2,
500?
Infamous, Wipeout, Dead Nation, Super Stardust, High Stakes Poker,
Nice.
and NASCAR Days of Thunder.
I will say this. When I first heard of Little Big Planet, I will say this. Now that I own the game, and when I heard started about it, I played it before, and it's and I thought, oh, that's cute, that's an adorable game, and it is a lot of fun. I love Little Big Planet. I'm like, oh, let's see, that's whatever. Owning the game, I never owned the game before they gave it out for free. Owning the game and having to sit there and trying to get that platinum, I will say this, one of the hardest fucking games to 100%.
Oh yeah.
I had a bunch of friends who helped me out, and even with all their help, hell no.
Holy shit, this is going to be hard to play.
UFC, yeah, I'm always UFC. I could have told you that, Cam. UFC has one of those trophies lists that is difficult.
500 matches?
Not gamer. Saying fuck.
And you want to know the hardest game to platinum from the ones I've played? Split Second.
I've played the demo. Never had the actual game.
It's a fun game, and it's fun. Here's what ruins it. There's these events called detonator events. Basically, it's like a time trial. You have one lap, but as you're driving, the shit is exploding in front of you, and you have a time limit. And then not only that, those are the hardest things to do. Not only that, there's 2 trophies called Beat the Team, where you have to do detonator events in these insane times. It's not about skill, it's about luck. Oh, the headaches. Oh, the fucking headaches.
Oh wow, I could get that trophy easy. Oh wow, man, that's kind of hard to do because you can't get anybody to foul you at the 3-point line for the NBA.
Yeah.
What do you Cam, do not tell me you're playing 2K12.
I am playing 2K2. Well, not playing it, but I'm looking at the trophy set.
I'm not a trophy hunter. I will say this though is putting trophies on old games from the PS2 system when they bring those games in, like Jack and Daxter, Jak 2, Jak 3. I did realize there is trophies on those, and I'm loving it because the way they put them on there was straight through the story, and it's really easy.
What I'm hoping for, especially seeing Jak and Daxter now, is I'm really hoping to do a match. Ow.
We lost him. Oh no, there he is.
What was that, yo?
My laptop just fell.
Oh,
No.
that's always pretty.
Yeah, it just fell.
That's always pretty.
Cam, is it okay?
It's
Cam.
right. It's all right.
What type of laptop do you have?
It's all right.
Wait, what type of laptop do you have?
Why do you worry about my laptop?
What type of laptop? What
What
company?
type of laptop do you have?
Toshiba, bitch.
Yeah, I have Acer, so what?
You said Acer.
It fucking works.
Oh,
That should be their slogan, Acer. It fucking works.
Oh shit.
Normally during any other show, that would be like the big screen with the like colorful lines comes up. It says, "Please wait for these technical difficulties."
Oh god, man. Alright, well. I think I need to edit an ending.
It's like UFC right now, though.
I think
I think it's time we end it. Yeah, I think it's time we.
Yeah, I think I need to end.
Because I'm about to crack up with this hide and rape.
Alright, guys, with that, Shadow and over CD65 and hide and rape all over the world. I'm Cam 120 and we're watching some wrestling tonight.
Namaste, bitches.
Ah.
Just remember, you see Uncle Buck hacking. Thank you. All right.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
And cut.
And good morning.
Michael Cole's best line ever. I gotta